Hey, happy Friday, man. It's the weekend, man. It's the weekend. And Alex Jones is still alive. I was worried about him. I don't know if you guys saw Tim Cast IRL last night. Look, I can't forgive Trump, bro. I can't forgive Trump. First of all, he betrayed us. He became a puppet of the neocons, a puppet of Israel. And on top of that, he's literally going to kill Alex Jones. Like, the amount of stress he's causing Alex Jones right now, I put it on Trump's shoulders, bro. It's Trump's fault. Trump got in. Alex was so happy, lost a bunch of weight, quit drinking, got in fantastic shape. And then Trump started betraying us. He's back on the bottle. He's nearly dying on live streams. But I tuned in this morning. He was doing a show, and I was like, oh, thank God. He's one of those guys, like, can almost drink himself to death, but he's at work the next day. It's commendable. It is. It's really commendable. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm Pink Trip. I never introduced myself for some reason because I'm kind of retarded. But yeah, we're going to watch the Too Lazy to Try recap of the Timcast IRL because he did a good job capturing all the clips, and that saves me a lot of time. Also, he was on Jimmy Dore a few days ago arguing about Candace Owens with Jimmy Dore. We'll watch some of that, and then we'll get into the depressing stuff, the Iran war. That's going to be a lot of fun. Looks like we're sending Marines over there right now, so it looks like we're going to have boots on the ground. And it's going to be wonderful, boys. It's going to be wonderful. Fucking hell, dude. Anyway, shout out, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. Well, hi, Reprenate. Where's the Joe Rogan edits? Up my ass. I'm having a hard time getting them out. They're way up there. Jet4804, what's up, buddy?
Jet4804 super chatted $1.99. What did you use to make the intro song?
AI and editing. I took the original intro was a longer one, and it was me on a TV staring at you for like 8 minutes as like music played. And then I took that. So what basically I took my image that's in the thumbnail, or that's it for the you know the famous image of me for my channel, and I put it in AI, and I prompted it to stare very creepily at so that's what it is. It's AI recreating me staring at you real creepily. And then I threw some cheesy space background to make it look like the TV's flying through space, and yeah. So AI editing, and yeah. Excuse me. I think people like it. People seem to like it. The song is pretty good, I have to admit. People want the full song, but I don't know. I might keep it. It's my own little secret. Let's get into it. Links are in the description if you want to support the show. Smash the thumbs up. That definitely helps get this out to more people. And yeah, let's get to it. Let me pull this up. Thank you for the super chat. Jet4804. If you do want to join the conversation, super chats are open and it's much appreciated. So let's get to this Too Lazy to Try coverage of it. He does a good job of capturing the craziness of this episode. And I don't know if you were watching this live yesterday, but there was a lot of actual real concern for Alex because, well, you're going to see why. It's tough for me because I kind of love drunk Alex. He's the most entertaining version of himself is drunk Alex. But yeah, man, he's in his 50s. I don't know. I honestly, I'm blaming this on Trump. I think Trump is putting this guy through so much stress. He's putting all of us through it, but I think it's hitting Alex really hard because Alex had a lot of hope, like we all did, that Trump was going to be something different, and then he just goes full neocon on us, bro. Let's check this out.
Joining us tonight to talk about this and so much more is the great Alex Jones.
I was thinking about Joe Rogan's vagina right now.
That's a weird way to introduce yourself, Alex.
Well, Joe's like, I love Joe, but like, oh my God, we better not have an event. The terrorists might get us. We just give up and go away. I think Joe's afraid of the Iranian ding-dong. Let's all just hide Joe Rogan's vagina.
And he's going after Joe again, and I kind of like that. Because I think it is time for Joe to have Alex back on. And Alex has been really nice about it because the times I've talked to Alex, I always bring it up and he just kind of skirts over the issue. But I think he's ready to go to war with Joe again. And that's the way to get Joe to have you on the show because it worked last time. If you guys remember the edit I made a long time ago, Alex Jones versus Joe Rogan. when friends go to war or whatever. It got removed by YouTube. Yeah, YouTube's a lot of fun. But it ended up accumulating with Alex going on the show. So maybe Alex needs to bring back this Joe Rogan war again. If you guys don't remember, Jesus told me to destroy Joe Rogan. It's the greatest fucking Alex Jones rant of all time. We need to bring that back. We need to bring back the Joe Rogan Alex Jones war. I can't make edits about it though, because YouTube will fucking remove it. I can comment on it and all that shit, but for some reason, if I just edit something and it's from InfoWars show, YouTube fucking hits me, but not other people.
We'll all be safe.
Jesus. Good to have you, Alex.
It's
It's
like
going
a
to be fun. We
mothership,
can already
giant
tell.
Joe Rogan vagina.
Luke is sitting
and we
next
all
to
just
him.
fly up into it. And we're all safe. I'm safe in Joe Rogan's big ass pussy vagina.
Well, there you go.
Like that? Yep.
Luke's here.
There's that. Yes, I don't know how
Thought
you
you'd
got
have that tonight?
Good to be here with some old
I
friends.
declare war on Joe Rogan. God has ordered me. Nah, I love Joe. It's Joe.
Yeah,
All right.
he's thinking about it. Bring it back, Alex. Bring back the war on Rogan. And yes, war on Trump as well. He should go to war with Trump as well. I agree.
So Alex Jones was just on Tim Pool's show, and this was one of the most awkward things I've seen in a while. Alex was on another level. I think he showed up drunk, and then halfway through, I seriously think he might have had a stroke or something.
Yeah, and he was on Trussell as well. He's been on so many shows lately. I haven't had a chance to watch the Trussell one.
Like,
Duncan
he did
Trussell,
not
that
sound
is.
good, and he started coughing like crazy, and he could barely talk. And afterwards, everyone there sounded really concerned about him. They're like, man, I hope he gets some medical attention because he did not look or sound good. So it was a wild episode. Also, as you heard, he was obsessing over...
By the way, this is too lazy to try. For the people, a lot of Alex Jones fans who always complain, like I get the comments every time I react to Alex Jones stuff. It's like, I wish this guy would shut up. I don't want to... can you not search the internet, retard? Like, you're retarded. Okay, this is the Pink Trip Show. I'm going to add commentary. So if you want to go watch this without my beautiful commentary, which, by the way, you're retarded if you don't like my commentary, too lazy to try. Okay? Go give him a follow.
Joe Rogan's vagina. He just kept saying that the whole time, and everyone there would try to change the topic because it was just really awkward. But Alex was really annoyed at Joe because Joe's scared of going to the White House for that UFC event. He's afraid there could be a terrorist attack. He mentioned this during his most recent episode. He was asked if he's excited about it, and he didn't sound very enthusiastic. Also, I think he realizes the optics of it are going to be really bad because odds are the war is still going to be going on. The economy is probably going to be terrible. Trump's approval rating will probably be the lowest it's ever been. And he just got done trying to cover up the Epstein files. But now all the elites are getting together at the White House to watch some people fight each other. So I think Rogan realizes how bad this is going to look. I mean, even current UFC fighters are
It's definitely, I'm not going to watch it. And it's not going to hit the same now that Trump's in neocon.
comparing
It's
it
just
to the
not.
Hunger Games. And Rogan already gets a ton of shit for endorsing Trump. So this is just going to make things so much worse for him. And I think he knows that. I mean, he says he's excited about it, but I think he's probably hoping it gets canceled because he's also really paranoid that a terrorist attack could happen.
Are you excited for the White House card? That looks really good.
Yes. I'm excited. It sounds crazy. I know it's going to be very high security and high stress and weird to have a fight at the White House in the middle of a fucking war.
Yeah, Beach Mongoose. We're going to watch that one next.
I would hope the war will be sorted out by June, but quite honestly, I'm not confident that that's going to be the case.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so that would be
neither.
weird.
Yeah.
Having this very high profile event where everybody's in one place at one time right there.
I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not excited to be
Well,
there?
that seems like
Yeah.
seems like you're asking for.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I hadn't
Yeah.
thought of that at all.
How could you not think of that?
Well, because
Literally
I'm
at
not
the
going to
White
be
House.
there. You're the one that has to think of it.
So this clip got a lot of attention, and Tim Pool decided to start the show by covering it, which was probably a mistake because Alex was fired up about it.
No, it wasn't a mistake, bro. You got to get Alex talking about Rogan. And look, call Rogan a pussy all you want. You know Iran is trying their hardest to figure out how to find a way to hit that event. You know they are.
And he kept calling Rogan a pussy and making fun of him. Then to prove how tough and fearless he is, he started flipping out about how he could take on everyone in the room and started challenging them all to a fight. And then he started ranting about Joe Rogan's vagina again, and he started getting really graphic.
Good to be here with some old
I
friends.
declare war on Joe Rogan. God has ordered me. Nah, I love Joe. It's a joke.
He's going to show up at your house. Okay, I guess Luke's here.
Yeah, hi guys.
In fact, how about I just take you all on right now? You guys are fucking tough. You guys, you're pretty tough. How about we just fucking fight right now? You're fucking real men. All of you. Come on, let's go. Every one of you. Let's go. Let's prove how fucking badass you are.
This is, I don't know if you guys realize this, but this is like an Alex Jones greatest hits. I don't know why he felt like pulling this one out again, but this is like what he would always do on Rogan. Every time there'd be fighters there, he'd be like, choke me out. Come on, fucking choke me out. Hit me. Hit me. He kept doing that to Eddie Bravo. Alex is an interesting dude.
Slug, let's go.
I want one day someone to take him up on that. It's just, I want to see, like, okay, let's go right now. That'd be
You think
fun.
you fucking take me? Let's see what happens.
I don't think I can take you.
No, you can. Why don't you fucking do it right now? Every fucking man in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go. 8. Let's go.
Robbie will fight you.
I'm ready.
Robbie.
I'm ready. That's a big motherfucker over there. I'm ready for war. I'm ready for war. I'm ready to fucking live in Joe Rogan's vagina.
Let's start with the news.
Hey,
I
hey,
guess.
hey. I just gave you the most viral clip of the year to joke.
You're trying
It's
to.
comedy. I love Joe.
Yes. Oh, I know.
I suck his every night.
It's just that.
And
It's just
Lindsey
that
Graham, when he puts
we
that
try,
foot
we
long
try to be
dick
family
right in Trump's
friendly.
ass, that
we
big
try
old
to,
neocon,
Not tonight.
I
Not
just sit there
tonight.
and lube it up.
Just gonna get us- get the show
I just
taken down.
I'm like the engineer. I'm like,
Get the show taken
Lindsey,
down.
Oh, Lindsey. And I watch like Rubio gets in, and then in comes Huckabee with his 12-foot, and they just boom, boom. And I'm just sitting there like, take
Huckabee's
care of
that
that.
hung, huh?
That's what I do. Oh, God, Huckabee's got an 18-foot dick. And I just lube up those neocon cunts, and then that y'all comes in with that 80-footer.
I
And
imagine-
it just cures.
The images that this
At Cybertwitch super chatted $4.99. Alex Jones is a national treasurer. We must protect him at all costs.
that's why I'm blaming this on Trump. Because Trump does not give a fuck about the suffering of his followers. He doesn't care. Like, think about how many, like, we have to deal with all these TDS people now who are going to act like they were right. And we're all a bunch of idiots who got fooled. And to a certain extent, they are right when it comes to the warmongering. And then now we got to deal with them. They're going to be all full of themselves. Like, oh, we told you Trump was bad. And it's like, And then, Alex Jones, one of the biggest Trump supporters who has suffered real time, like real suffering over his support of Trump. And what does Trump do? He betrays us. He betrays Alex. And this is on Trump. This is Trump's fault. I blame Trump.
It's Trump.
And I think Alex is probably also annoyed with Joe because Joe hasn't had him on his podcast in a while. Like
agree.
every few years.
I agree. Joe, what the fuck are you
At
doing?
Metal2JS420 super chatted $5. Alex admitted to killing Charlie and setting up
Yeah.
Fort Huachuca while drunk on Dawes show.
Yeah, we got that clip up next, man. Yeah, I saw that one already. And I agree with Alex when it comes to Candace Owens. I think it's just fucking retarded, especially Mitch Snow. I mean, it's a con in my opinion. That a lot of people are falling for. But yeah, thank you for the super chats, guys.
Alex always snaps at him and accuses him of being a globalist for being scared to talk to him, like when he hasn't had him on the podcast in a while.
Yeah, and Joe needs to have Alex on. Not only is it like always one of the fucking most fun podcasts of all time when Joe and Alex get together. I mean, bring in Eddie Bravo, bring in Tim Dillon, whoever, it's going to be fucking fun. But I don't know. I guess maybe there's too much pressure from Spotify. I don't know. I don't know what Joe's thinking is there, but it's like, dude, you're in Austin. You're both in fucking Austin. Why would you not put on regular shows with Alex when you know they're going to be fucking viral every time and your fans are going to love it? Even the people who hate Alex politically watch those shows because they're fucking entertaining. And that's just the reality. So I don't know what Joe's thinking there, man. Joe needs to have him on.
So I think that's definitely part of it.
It was 2020, right? It's 6 fucking years, bro. 6 fucking years since they had the show with Tim Dillon. Come on now. You guys want another supercut? Get Alex, go fucking talk to Rogan and get Alex back on Rogan. And I promise I'll do a supercut of that episode. Okay? So yeah, go put the pressure on.
Which
if you
I
guys
see a
want
lot of people in the
supercuts.
comments are always begging Joe to have Alex on because it's always an entertaining episode. So people want to see it, but Rogan's hesitant for some reason. So Alex was talking a lot of shit about him, but then he'd be like, oh, I love Joe, but he's a pussy and he's a coward and all that stuff. And he just kept trying to make jokes about it and they were not landing. Everybody just seems so uncomfortable.
His holy vagina realizes it's a threat.
They're landing on me, bro.
I am not really concerned about the White House itself. Of all the places we secure in this country, Iran's not going to do anything at the White
Yeah,
House.
no, I love Joe, but I mean, that is a major pussy statement.
He didn't say don't do it. He just said that it's going to be a target, and sure, it's just. Look, if Iran was
Sorry to sidetrack you. Lighting that candle, I light that candle for you guys, by the way. I don't do that for me. Yes, it makes the place smell nice. It's a nice vanilla scent. But I burned my fucking finger lighting that candle, so I got some really ice cold water to put my finger in. Because I was just retarded and lighting it and not even realizing I was burning my finger until I burned it pretty good. So I'll be fine.
No, the real target is
I'll be fine.
the neocons in Trump's
Water
butthole. I apologize. It's all humor. I love Joe Rogan. I love President Trump. My bottom line is this. You said start the show after we went live with, I love Rogan. Oh my God, this event, maybe we shouldn't have it. What the fuck are we talking about? If we're going to blow the shit out of the fucking mullahs, let's not worry about what they're going to do. Let's not cancel our boxing match. So
yeah.
I don't know, it's probably not a good idea. Maybe Joe's being a pussy, but it's probably not a good idea to put all of the decision makers of this country, all the most important leaders, all in the same place when we're in a fucking crazy war with, but I don't know. I guess we're just, no one can touch us, right?
I agree.
So
but
who cares?
I get he's just being honest here. I'm in Joe. I love Joe. All I'm saying is that I was against this war. The point is, Joe Rogan's vagina is this giant mothership that protects the earth. The shield against all the Satanism is Joe Rogan's vagina.
Hey, Alex, do you think that it's a good thing that UK is getting rid of hereditary parliament?
Bro, don't change the subject. I want him to talk about Joe Rogan's vagina for 2 hours.
And then like an hour into the
I love
show, Alex started coughing and hacking like crazy and then had trouble talking afterwards.
This is when it got scary right
This was
here.
pretty concerning, which he said it was just allergies and he was tired, but it sounded bad and everyone there looked pretty concerned. But Alex is a trooper and he managed to push through it and continue talking about Joe Rogan's vagina.
No, Alex. 52.
Bless you, sir. You want water? He's got water.
Right.
You good?
This is so awkward, bro. This part just got real awkward because is he dying? I don't know, bro. Allergies are really bad right now. And I would suggest, Alex, you use some local honey, get some locally grown honey, make sure it's actual local honey, not fake local honey, and drink that in your coffee every morning. And I used to have 2 weeks every year where everything was on fire from allergies. That never happens to me anymore. It's from local honey. And it might be allergies or he might have throat cancer. Because I used to work for a guy who started sounding the way Alex sounded recently, where the voice got real fucking rough and then he died of throat cancer. So I worry about Alex, man. I worry. Hopefully it's just allergies. What was... Did you say kill me at the end?
You're right.
I'm tired. Yeah, no, we're winning.
So the reason I ask you is because I think the younger generation is going to be put in the Matrix. They're going to be given the Neuralink.
How long are you in town?
A couple weeks.
I want to come back.
You can come back whenever you want. You just walk in the
Bring
door.
back a few days.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm up since 4 a.m. I'm exhausted.
Yes, you sound exhausted.
Well, I love you guys. All I know is this is a real debate. This is a real discussion. And I really appreciate you guys. And I just know that Joe Rogan's giant pussy is going to save Earth. Joe Rogan's vagina is like the goddess that will float down and
Do you
heal
think
the earth.
Media Matters will write this headline?
Of course.
No, this one they're going to avoid.
I know Alex smokes. I don't know how long Alex has been smoking, but when I was there, he was smoking quite a bit, to the point where he was smoking at his desk. But he was also very stressed out because when I was at the studio, that was in the height of the Sandy Hook lawsuit, and he was huge. He was drinking a lot, and he was smoking like a chimney. And I did have a cigarette with him. I also gave him some Zins. I gave him some coffee-flavored Zins. I was like, try this out, bro. When you're on the show and you can't have a smoke, have to pop a Zin in, I tried. But I also smoke, too. I don't smoke as much as Alex, I don't think. Plus, I'm Native American, so I can handle smoking. Tobacco is part of my DNA. I don't have coughing fits, okay? But yeah, I should quit as well.
No, I think
I
we
really should. I'm gonna die soon if I don't.
I think
I'm
we
sure.
need to be wary of these AIs because the powerful tech elites are going.
And Alex kept saying he's going to leave because he's tired, but then he would just stick around and talk about Joe Rogan's vagina more. And you could tell Tim was getting annoyed about it. Like, he kept trying to change the topic, but Alex would always go back to Joe Rogan. And he also kept asking Tim how long he'll be in Texas. I think he asked him like 3 or 4 times. So Alex just seemed really out of it.
How long are you in town?
A couple weeks.
I want to come back.
You can come back whenever you want. Oh, Joe, that's why you represent
You're
the
here
middle
for
of the
2
road.
weeks?
Yeah.
Yep.
So Tim and them come to Austin for 2 weeks, and they don't even invite me on the show. Fuck you, Tim.
I'll come back next few days. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, man.
Talk to Lisa.
Everybody wants to see me on the show, Tim. What's your problem? Everybody wants it. Just give the people what they want, Tim.
Get you set up.
I want to come back.
You are allowed. That is always that is acceptable.
Here for 2 weeks?
Yes, sir. And you know, let me just say this. I'm gonna put a
The
bracket.
ultimate AI will be called Joe Rogan's vagina.
Indeed. Let me put a bracket and just say, when we talk about AI apocalypse stuff, viewership is minimal.
But imagine a giant Joe Rogan pussy right up there.
No.
I'm being elevated,
like a jellyfish.
teleported up into Joe Rogan's vagina.
I think you don't want to leave. I think you want to keep talking about this.
I want the memes of Joe Rogan's vagina. You imagine how big it's about to be.
This is, I mean, if you ever were a heavy drinker, you know what's going on here. This is like the accumulation of like you're drinking most of the day, and then at a certain point you're just like barely hanging in there. And yeah, come on, Alex. Look, it's hilarious when you're on the booze, bro. I admit it's funny. You're a fucking party, bro. It's a good time, but your health is more important than our entertainment, bro. Come on, Alex. Get it together. As a good way to say fuck you to Trump is to get even healthier, bro. Because we need you in the fight. We need you in the fight, bro.
You're well, Lord Vader. Do it. Do it. I love you guys. Do it.
All right, man. Thanks for coming, brother.
Just slams the
Take care of
table.
yourself,
Love you guys.
What was in that Topo Chico, bro?
I knew this guy like 20 years ago.
You did.
21 years now.
21 years.
All right, I want to come back soon.
Yeah, anytime, brother.
Love
Anytime.
you guys.
Take care,
Let me
man.
finish to sleep.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Love you guys.
Let's go back to talking about the Claude
So yeah, he left like 30 minutes early. The show wasn't over yet.
having a soul.
Claude having a giant pee-pee.
It's got a soul.
Claude has an 8-foot dick.
So
There's
here's
probably like very few people that I would like to get drunk with as much as I'd like to get drunk with Alex Jones. He's one of those guys like, you get drunk with him and it's like the most fun ever. You're laughing all night. He's a fun drunk. He's not one of those angry drunks that just like gets drunk and gets all sad and wants to fight everybody.
I think the big issue comes down to this.
Then after Alex left, they addressed the coughing incident he had in his health because the chat kept asking about it.
With all due respect to Alex, I think he was having a very serious medical issue.
I don't know. He definitely
He had
was.
some bad allergies, yeah.
Well,
bad
no,
allergies.
allergy attack.
I was a little
He
concerned.
was coughing.
That was more than an allergy attack.
Yeah.
And
It could be an allergy attack because I've had it before where you're talking and like it gets like there's like a scratch in your throat where it's like real itchy and like allergies can cause that. I've had that happen. So it's possible it is just fucking allergies, man.
Yeah, that's why I went and got water and.
but I want to be respectful and not say
Yeah.
too much. And I had my phone ready with all due respect to Alex, like
He was.
that was not an allergy attack or so I hope he's
How do you're not a fucking doctor, Tim. Okay?
leaving to go get checked out or something. I think that may be the case.
You don't know.
I'm concerned about that
The
medical
health and
episode
stuff,
and then him abruptly leaving because he knows, we don't end the show right away like that.
And then he was on the air 11 a.m. totally fine, bro. Like nothing. It was like nothing. He's back the next morning.
And
when
then
that
turned
happened, I
beat
texted
red
Brian
twice
immediately.
and was struggling to breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was,
He,
I think, hopefully he's going
He
to
gets him
get.
gets
Yeah,
him taken
because
care of.
normally I wouldn't talk about stuff like this, but like we're literally live when it happened, and the chat is lighting up with people asking what was going on, and so I'm not going to pretend nothing happened to just
Yeah.
ignore it.
Fatigue, if he's
man.
really up since for him. God knows I hope the best for him, though. I was terrified while that was happening. I was just watching him and trying to stay calm.
Well, I'm kind of bummed because, a lot of people have said he had a drinking problem for a long time. And then these videos are coming out of him getting healthy and fit, and he was looking really good. And I wonder if the end of the show, like, he's just suffering anxiety nonstop.
Yeah, it's fucking Trump, bro. It's Trump. It's the Epstein files. It's the amount of attacks Alex is dealing with on the internet, and he reads the comments. You know he does. He needs to stop doing that. And yeah, it's Trump, man. It's Trump. Like, I could crash out like Alex over Trump, but I'm just like, okay, fuck it. Fuck you, Trump. I'm going to move on. And, but yeah, it's Trump, dude. It is Trump's fault. He just doesn't care about us, man. He just doesn't. He doesn't care about the amount of suffering he causes to his own following. I don't know, man. Maybe Trump is a fucking con man. Because it sure feels like a con. The way he ran, and then all of a sudden now he's a fucking neocon waging war. Now we got boots on the ground heading to fucking Iran. I don't know. Yeah, I think a lot of people are still hoping it's going to be quick and we're going to be out. I just don't see how. Because, you know, it's like the sunken cost thing. Once you start bombing and you go all in and you don't get regime change, it's like, oh, well, that was just a waste of time. Okay, well, we can't stop now. Now we got to send the troops in. We got to make sure that so this could really keep escalating for a long time. This could end up being another fucking forever war, bro. Which is what we all said it's probably going to end up being, because people think it's just so easy just to do regime change. It's fucking not, obviously.
So he started drinking again.
So hopefully he's all right. Maybe the stress of InfoWars ending is getting to him. You know, he said he's shutting it down, I think, next month, but I think he's going to continue on his own. And hopefully Rogan has him on soon. You know, of course, that would be a great episode. And it sounds like it's really getting to Alex, the fact that Rogan hasn't had him on in a while. But let me know what you guys think about it all down in the comments, and make sure you check out the Patreon. I've been covering Alex a lot over there, and how recently he's been shilling for the establishment, and he's getting a lot of criticism for it. And he's also trying to help Trump do damage control over the Epstein files fallout. And there's a ton of other stuff. I have over 180 exclusive videos. So if you like the channel, it's worth checking out.
Go check it out. Go check it out. So yeah, this is the Jimmy Dore one. They got kind of into a heated, I wasn't too heated, but it was a little heated about the Candace Owens stuff.
Killed Charlie Kirk. If you don't, do you think it was Tyler Robinson in the FBI story, or what do you think is going on?
Yeah, I noticed that's when you guys started kind of going, against me some, just because the way it all boiled down.
Well, Alex, here's the thing. This story seems like it's right up your alley, because no matter where you put your attention into the Charlie Kirk assassination or TPUSA or Erica Kirk, there's a million things that don't make sense and stand out as red flags. So it seems like it would be right up your alley. And so you've seen the speculation. People think that somehow you've been compromised because you're not your old you.
I don't know, Jimmy. It's fucking stupid. The Candace Owens shit, it's like, you have to have like some sort of cognitive dissonance, like to just ignore every fucking bullshit theory that's been just fucking debunked. And just, it's like, okay, you can be skeptical of the official story, but to be mad at people for going, Candace Owens is full of fucking shit. Sorry, she is. It's indisputable, bro. What happened to the Russian fucking... Oh, but Tucker said he believes... Tucker doesn't know shit. Tucker's clearly not following it. Tucker's doing the thing where it's like, I like Candace. I love Candace. Oh, she's cool. Oh, I don't think he's looking into actual whether or not the Egyptian plane story is real. He's just like, well, I like Candace. Oh, she's great. So, I mean, it's just fucking stupid. So, I don't know, man. To me, you lose credibility questioning the official narrative around Charlie Kirk when you're pushing the Candace Owens slop, because that's what it is. It's fucking slop.
So what happened to the old Alex? We want the old Alex back. And so what do you say to those people when they say that?
Well, you've asked me questions, and I've done big gestalts from different angles, of the different pieces. And you can look at each piece, take out of context, say something that I didn't say. I don't believe that 30-06 goes into your neck and bounces back out. Okay? I don't believe the official story.
It didn't bounce back out.
You got the famous disruptor operative down there saying...
It shattered. I believe it. I mean, maybe we'll find out as a smaller round, but everybody that's like, oh, it's impossible. No, it's not impossible. It's very possible for it to shatter inside the body and not come out. It is. That's the reality. Is it unlikely? Yes. Is it the least likely possibility? Yes. Is it impossible? No. So I don't know. We'll find out. Hopefully we'll fucking finally find out the actual round that was used, et cetera, because this fucking case is taking forever, bro.
I shot him so that, quote, the guy could get away. You have all the weirdness swirling around. You have Cash Patel that I broke in an argument with Tulsi Gabbard like 6 days after he's dead, saying we're not looking at foreign involvement or accomplices. And you've got on its face all the trans people saying he'll be dead tomorrow, watch. They won't even question them. So obviously there's a cover-up. Then, if you're going to investigate the cover-up, you have to then go after real stuff. Like when we got the Podesta files in the WikiLeaks in 2016, and it was, we're delivering the 7-year-old, 9-year-old, and 11-year-old for your pleasure in the hot tub, Mr. Podesta. And it's a company that literally rents kids for parties and they can hide it. So then the CNN focused on 4chan and 8chan, saying a pizza place is where they were doing it. That was a diversion, even though some people involved there were, in the orbit of that, from what was happening in New York and other states. So then everybody's telling me, go look at Fort Huachuca and go look at this guy, Mitch Snow. And he's a known con man. Video of him attacking his wife with a hammer. He says she did. You don't have 12 colonels in the meeting the day before, and we're going to kill Charlie tomorrow. It's not how it works. So I mean, in the military, they're actually killing somebody. They hand somebody a file. He's like an army captain or somebody. So the point was, I was saying to Candace, I said, you're being set up with disinfo to discredit the investigation. And then they all turned around and said, you're funded by, whoever, the Israelis. So then I got a little bit pissed about it.
Does Jimmy still believe the Mitch Snow story? Like, how can you fucking believe that shit? It's such a fucking clear con. It's the guy is fucking full of shit, clearly. I mean, I don't know. Maybe people are afraid of getting on Candace's bad side, or because you've like made all these pro Candace videos, you have a big following that is from Candace's audience, so you don't want to say anything bad about Candace. But the Mitch Snow shit, the fucking Egyptian planes, like there's so much bullshit. Maroon t-shirts. That's a military color. Look at all the people in maroon. It's fucking retarded. And yes, it discredits the actual conspiracy that may be there.
And so that was my point is, obviously you've got Erica Kirk with the fake crying and just all of it. There's something's going on there. But then to say, then all this other stuff, and then I go like the Egyptian planes. Other people went and bought the data, looked at it. It wasn't accurate. I said, hey, this isn't accurate. Notice we've never gotten the Egyptian plane data that was going to be published. So it's not saying, I'm saying disinfo gets put out. I'm not saying Candace is doing this on purpose to discredit the real stuff that's there. Does that make sense?
I mean, sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, there was obviously a coordinated op against Candace Owens to try to paint a picture and to disparage and smear her character. And instead of saying,
that came later. That came later with the people being paid to call her a demon or whatever. I don't even know that's true.
I mean,
I don't normally infight, and I wasn't infighting there. I had everybody on the street and telling me, look at the Egyptian planes, look into this Mitch Snow guy. I go look him up. The man's a historic con man. I just go, this isn't right. Like there's all this real stuff. I don't have to buy everything that's then put out. I mean, does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to believe Mitch Snow to believe there's a cover up and something. But it's also interesting that Erica Kirk can't tell us where she was when she was supposedly at Camp Huachuca. She hasn't provided any of that evidence, and so
Jimmy, they don't have 12 colonels in a skiff planning his murder the day before. It's just not how it works.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know how it works. So,
have you ever seen Apocalypse Now?
Yeah, long time ago.
Okay. Well, they did decades of research to make that. That's exactly how the Army assassinates somebody. They won't even say kill Colonel Kurtz. Okay, you don't have 12 people in the room, much less 12 colonels.
Okay,
they don't have 12. They don't probably have 12 colonels in the Army that do domestic killing. Okay. So I'm telling you, like, it doesn't work like that.
So you don't think Candace Owens is crazy or anything? You just think that maybe, or she's evil, or you just think that maybe on this one lead, which was Mitch Snow and Camp Huachuca.
Yeah, don't piss off the Candace fans, Jimmy. I've been there. The last thing you want to do, fuck the Candace fans. Sorry. Fuck them. But I think that's what's going on here, Jimmy, because it's so fucking obviously retarded on the surface. I don't know why Jimmy can't admit that.
You think that she was given bad information? Because there's definitely...
No, I think she's a fucking grifter, bro.
You remember all the Gotti recordings. They had to put microphones outside to get him. Like, oh, I need to take care of him. He needs to go away. You know, it's like in Yellowstone. They go take him to the train station. No one says kill someone. Okay, in cinema.
Yes, Jimmy spit on Alex a long time ago. They made up about that. That's one thing I talked to Alex about when I interviewed him. And I think I was a part of that. I was a part of mending the fence between Jimmy and Alex. Because, yeah, that's what I do. I bring people together.
Reports you don't have 12 colonels and they're all meeting to plan an assassination the next day. It's bonker town.
But it did, you know, that they're over the top freak out over the assertion about Camp Huachuca is suspicious, right? And and now we know that Erica Kirk and Harpel has these connections to Camp Huachuca. There's all these kind of weird connections to Camp Huachuca, and so that was really a red flag when they freaked out over that. Way too much. If it was nothing, why would they care? And why wouldn't Erica be able to tell us where she was on the 8th and 9th? So I think there's something to that, Camp Huachuca.
I mean, she released photos. They said they weren't real. I mean,
right.
You can't ever satisfy
that. The metadata didn't match up. So
let's be clear. I'm not involved with TPUSA. I've been to a few of their events and spoke. I'm not being paid. I didn't even bring this up. I shouldn't even have got into it. Fine. Mitch knows God. 12 colonels. She was there. Hell, Erica Kirk pulled the trigger. She killed him. Just boom, move on. Candace Owens is gone. Candace Owens said, ice melts at 30 degrees and it didn't melt. And her people told me, no, ice does melt at 30 degrees. Fine. Ice melts 30 degrees. Okay, no longer 32. Whatever she says, Jimmy, she's God. Done. Boom. Because I'm not the apologist for TPUSA. I'm not involved. Fine. They did it. They killed him. Boom. Move on. Because I'm serious. They murdered him. I mean,
all I know is they've all been lying nonstop, right? So they've all been lying, from the chief of his security team to the pastors surrounding him, to his team who are now hosting his show under his name. They've even gone so far as to say that Charlie would support the war once it started. I mean, these guys, those are the biggest bunch of used car salesmen, liars, charlatans. I
do think he would have supported the war. I think behind the scenes, Charlie was probably, there are texts of Charlie talking about like the Talmud and all that shit. But I do think Charlie would have supported the war. I think he would have been like a lot of these MAGA guys, like Cat Turd and Matt Morris and all these guys that are just like, they're ride or die with Trump. I mean, Trump starts World War III, they're riding with Trump. So yeah, I think Charlie would have played ball. I don't know. We don't know. He's dead. We don't know how he would have reacted. That's my opinion of what he would have done.
Dealers I've ever seen in my life, and if you look at Wolves of Finance, he's uncovered all this financial shenanigans that they were doing with their shell companies and sending millions of dollars to a UPS mailbox and calling it a company, so there's all kinds of
a lot of companies use PO boxes.
Stuff that was happening. Those guys are criminal liars and charlatans, and it's very obvious. So, anyways,
here's the deal. I didn't like having to spend my time while we got ready to World War III and all this, focusing on every little minutia about this. I got irritated. Let me tell you, where I burrowed in, Jimmy, into their stories about them, it wasn't accurate. Of course, I was joking, saying they did it. I'm just sick of it. I've moved on. People can believe whatever they want. But here's the thing. This company has a P.O. box. We don't say where our location is. Those corporations. I'm not even defending that, but my point is that we hear all this stuff, and I'm telling you, before you say that stuff, you should run that down, because I can't believe how much stuff I run down, and I couldn't believe that when I tried to say, hey, I ran this down, it's not right. I ran this down, it's not right. People didn't want to hear it. So I'm like, hey, you want Barabbas? You got it. I wash my hands. I'm not talking about Candace Owens. Ice melts at 30 degrees. It's true. Anything she says is accurate. Word of God. I'm serious. Like, word of God. Anything she says, I'm for it. Done. Fort Huachuca. Mitch knows a great guy. His wife attacked him with a hammer. I know. I agree with it all.
There's two things that, to me, like, she should have became a laughingstock afterwards. The Egyptian plane thing, that was completely debunked. I mean, people looked over the data and it was wrong. Like, I forgot 60% of the time. Like, they had the Egyptian plane not even in the right fucking place when it was supposed to be following Erica, and it's like in another fucking country. And then she's like, we're going to follow up on it. We're going to release a whole doc. And then we've heard nothing about it because obviously it was a fuck up. I guess it was another one where somebody sent a tip in an email. Like, she gets all her information from random tips in her email. I can almost picture her just going through all the emails. Ooh, what's the craziest thing I can in here that I can talk about? Because she obviously didn't do any vetting. Because if she did, she would have said, this is bullshit. But then it got even worse with Mitch fucking Snow, where she platforms a fucking con man, gives him 150, I don't know how much fucking money. Yeah, I don't know how at that point. And there's a lot of Candace Owens followers, supporters, whatever, who jumped off the bandwagon at that point. And I just don't get how she didn't become a complete laughing stock over that shit.
But you understand.
No. She is God. I'm serious. Like they say.
Oh, you're right. Is Jimmy wearing maroon? Jimmy, what are you doing wearing a military color, Jimmy?
Catherine, the Pope from his throne, is the word of God. No, the word of God is Candace Owens. I'm done. I support her. She's God. Everything she says is true. Mitch Snow is like the Archangel Michael, and his farts are like the truth. Like, he says it, I bow. That's it. Period.
But you understand why people have questions about how it seemed like a story that would be right up your alley, and you went the other way. You understand that, and that people.
He didn't go the other way. He's got conspiracies about it. He thinks it's a cover-up. He just doesn't agree with the bullshit made-up nonsense that Candace Owens is throwing out there. That's not going the other way. That's just calling out stupid shit when you see it.
So they're wondering, like, okay, so you got that. We all feel for you with that BS $1 billion lawsuit that you lost, and that was horrible. And so now people are thinking, oh my God, how is he making his money? And is he being compromised now because he's got that $1 billion judgment over his head? And so that's the big question. I think it would go a long way if you could help people understand what the answers are to those questions.
Well, I mean, obviously, I got $1.5 billion from Fort Huachuca. I pulled the trigger. No, seriously,
come
I
on,
killed Charlie.
Alex, come on.
I did it. I killed him. We'll come right back. Because of how synthetic and fake Erica Kirk looks is in effect. And I saw the talking point he put out. Jones has $1.5 billion judgment. He's only on air because he sold out. Okay, fine. That's what it is. No, I have appeals. I have been battling them and in huge lawsuits, and I've been audited, and my finances have been published in bankruptcy, and I drive a modest car and live in a nice house, but modest, and I don't have any money. And quite frankly, Jimmy, we close. I haven't really announced this yet. We close finally, funny enough, on tax day, April 15th. The Texas receiver has finally gotten through our legal stuff, blocked our lawyers, is not paying for the power bills, the internet. So the agreement came through this morning. They're going to do a wind down and be friendly and let us go to the 15th. So we're going to close. So that's our big Huachuca money. So why is Jones still there? Because I'm fighting. I'm battling. The fact that I've survived, I mean, the first guy to really put anti-New World Order on the map is the fact that I'm bad.
It's imagine that. Like, you build a fucking empire, and then one day your empire, you get basically nuked off everything on the internet, every fucking thing. Uber Eats, you can't even have an internet presence. You get sued for $1 billion fucking dollars or whatever it was. And then because you don't agree with some crazy fucking Candace Owens conspiracy that's complete bullshit, everybody comes on the internet and says, you're bought and paid for and you're this and that. It's like, I get why it gets to Alex, but he's really just got to ignore the retards.
And then I go look up the Egyptian planes, and the information's super inaccurate. And I say, hey, you're being set up with this. And she says, for months, I'm going to release it. Courts didn't. The Mitch Snow guy, go look into him. The guy is like an ultra super insane con man. They should make a movie about, like, Catch Me If You Can. And people are like, oh, you're covering up for this and that. I'm like, no, Kash Patel's covering up accomplices. I believe there's a cover up. I'm just simply looking at this, and fine. Like I said, ice melts at 30 degrees. I said, I saw other people point out she was wrong about that. They got attacked. I mentioned it got attacked. Fine, it melts at 30. Whatever she says, she can suspend gravity. Okay? So, I mean, I didn't bring this up. In fact, it's like mental illness. I have to stay away from it. I just, because I was like, well, let me check this. God, these Egyptian planes. Well, that's not true, not true. And like, you're whatever. And now I'm magically being paid by people. That's why we're on air. No, we're in court battles. Our listeners buy products at thealexjonestore.com. That's all a fact, but that doesn't matter because you can just say the innuendo and you guys are now the good guys and I'm the bad guy. So fine. I was paid directly by, what's her name? Erica Kirk to kill Charlie, and I did it for Israel under direct orders from Benjamin Netanyahu. And they paid off my $1.5 billion debt in the fake Sandy Hook cases, and everything's fine now, Jimmy. So I confess. There, you got me. You're like Perry Mason. You got me to finally, you can't handle the truth. And now I admit it. So is that good?
I'm glad these guys made up, but I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't think they actually like each other.
Am I square with you?
No, Alex. Everybody has a lot of affection for you, but it's.
But I killed Charlie,
and so I don't think it's crazy for people to have those questions and wonder. And why isn't Alex Jones leading the charge on this cover up? That would be right in your wheelhouse. That you would be one.
Because all the views are going to Candace's crazy fucking conspiracies, and he talked about how Tulsi, they had uncovered evidence of like a conspiracy. Like you could see online a bunch of the usual, the trans community types calling for basically predicting what was going to happen. And then apparently they shut it down. So Alex has been covering it. He's just not getting the fucking reach that Candace is getting. And then everybody's ignoring what Alex is saying and focusing on the retarded shit that Candace is saying. And then people like you, Jimmy, who should know better and should laugh at it and do some actual research, you just run with it because it gets a bunch of fucking views. And then you come after Alex. Well, Alex, how come you didn't? Because it's retarded. It's provably retarded, Jimmy. And I guess you just didn't do the fucking research, or you don't care because the views are there. Because if you suck Candace Owens' dick, I don't know if it's still that way, but I saw so many accounts go from being one thing, making one video on Candace Owens, they blow up to the fucking moon, and now their whole channel is just sucking Candace Owens' dick. I don't know if that's still the case, because I stopped following the Candace Owens drama because it just got too fucking, it's just like, okay, whatever, fuck this bitch.
Exposing all the lies and all this stuff. And yeah, maybe she's wrong about this, or that's how, and that.
I specifically broke that Cash Patel was covering up accomplices.
Okay. I mean, we all.
Nobody cares about that.
Okay. I mean, this is your stance. I wish you well with it. But I think that the key, it's a big deal to find out why Donald Trump's administration is covering up for the...
No, Door's pretty good. I like Door. Someone says, why is Door getting views? He's random old dude. Door has been good about a lot of things. He was good at calling out the Russiagate bullshit. He was good at calling out COVID. Door's right about a lot of things. And, to me, just, I don't know why he bought all the Candace Owens bullshit, other than... I mean, you talk positive about Candace, all of a sudden the algorithm fucking blows you up. Like I went in and went the Alex Jones route where I'm like, this is just fucking weird nonsense. And I got in trouble for it, basically. The algorithm was like, oh, and then I got attacked by a bunch of people. So yeah, the incentive is there to push the Candace Owens bullshit. It is, right? But yeah, I like George. He's not right about everything. Just like Alex is not right, and I'm not right about everything.
Assassination of Charlie Kirk. I didn't think that connects to the Iranian war.
Here's the you directly. Say what is hold on. We gotta go to break for 1 minute and join stations. But what is my stance? I want to hear what my stance is.
No, you seem to.
I think Alex is ready to fucking fight at this point. I think if they were in the same room, I think Alex is ready to throw down.
You're saying that there's a cover up, but you're kind of I don't know, being patronizing to...
Are you even listening to what he's fucking saying, Jimmy? Okay, there was Tulsi was going to release a report showing there was collusion between all these different... And then Cash Patel shut it down. Did you even listen, Jimmy? Are you even fucking listening?
Candace Owens claims, and maybe she's wrong about one or two.
Because of course you can't be the crazy leftist fucking... SSRI'd out, fucking cutting their dick off types who are, we know they're fucking radical crazies. It can't be them, right? No, it's got to be a deep fucking web fucking government conspiracy that Trump's behind. Of course.
That's how investigations go. If you follow a lead, if it doesn't go anywhere, good. You had to follow it to see if it went to a dead end.
And my first video to her was, this Egyptian plane info we ran, it's not accurate. And I got response back from her surrogates that I am on the Israeli payroll. So I'm a little upset about that.
Well, Tucker I know Tucker Carlson said he could confirm the Egyptian planes. So
Quagmire, let's actually go to Charlie Kirk.
Tucker Carlson can confirm. Okay, where's the fucking information you confirm? What the fuck are you talking about? Tucker can't confirm shit. He's just not going to throw his friend Candace Owens under the bus. That shit has been debunked. And it should be fucking obvious to anybody who would take the time to look over the data. The problem is, to actually debunk it yourself and not just rely on what someone else is saying, you have to actually spend money to get all the flight data. So you can go in and go, okay, this is wrong, that's wrong. And the people who did do that, and Alex is one of them who did that, I think they were wrong 60% of the time on where the Egyptian planes actually were. And they had like a plus or minus like 3 days or something. So if a plane was anywhere near Erica Kirk in a 3-day fucking window, like, come on, dude. It's clearly bullshit. I gave Candace Owens a chance. I was when she said France was trying to assassinate her. Remember that? France was going to assassinate her, and there was a hit squad, and it's some fucking just retarded email that she just took seriously. Like, I took that shit seriously. I was like, dude, if this is the case, we'll go to war with that fucking France right now. And then, over time, one retarded fucking theory after another, you eventually go, she's a fucking idiot. Or she's grifting for views, or she's a scorned woman that has a bone to pick with TPUSA, which she does. It's very clear she's got a bone to pick with TPUSA.
I got a clip here of Charlie Kirk talking about how horrible Lindsey Graham is. It's clip 21 I had on my list today. And yes, I get it that he was being bullied by the Israel lobby. He was a moral man. He was breaking with them. He called me a few times about a month before he was killed. He was so nice, I thought it was sarcastic. He called me sometimes, but not a few times a year. He's like, man, thank you for exposing Epstein. Thank you for pushing the White House. We're in there going for full release. We really appreciate you. You're just so wonderful, such and such. We want to get you at our events. Alex, I'm so proud of you. Can I pray for you? I saw you at that one event. You were drinking too much. Looks like you lost weight. You're not drinking. Oh, God, Jesus loves you so much. Not a fake Christian. I'm like, God, I'm talking to a preacher. Yes, sir. That's great. Thank you. And then he called me another time about something else, but the point is that it was me putting pressure on Trump. He thought that was good. He said, yeah, keep doing that. It's having an effect, which I knew. So definitely they knew he was powerful. Definitely they knew he wasn't going to support total war with Iran. And I guess in the calculus, you could say that Israel could be a main suspect in it. I simply said that up front, saying Israel did it when I thought there was other involvement to cover up was jumping the gun. If we think there's other involvement, let's find out investigation, because that's what I do. Because there's always been this fetish that I work for Israel. I've not been to Israel. I've never gotten money from Israel. I expose Israel and bad things Israel does. So it's just ridiculous. But it's just a way to take an OG and say you're better than them to say that. So that's where that came from. And then a few things I said, hey, we looked into this, it's not accurate. I got attacked. So then, I kind of got pissed off about that. And in hindsight, you can't argue with this type of, fight, especially when you've got all the anomalies and things. I get people concerned about the anomalies. So that's why I haven't talked about it. I've just moved on. People can believe whatever they want. I'm trying to stop World War III. Does that make sense?
Yeah, if we could stop World War III, that would be a big deal. Do you have any theories on who actually killed him?
The Democrats, there is a trans shooter movement, said we're going to kill Charlie Kirk. They had a song about it in the town. A bunch of people said he'll be dead tomorrow. Cash Patel killed investigations into that. And so I think they're suspects. I think you could say that you could say if people try to claim internally TPUSA, because he might have been investigating things. It's all, my point is I'm glad to investigate. I just want like a witch hunt where we say who's guilty up front. You could,
well, they're definitely guilty of covering stuff up, but it's obvious that Cash Patel and the Trump administration is covering. They're not even investigating stuff, and TPUSA has been caught in myriad lies. And you only lie if you're covering something up. So they're guilty of definitely covering something up. So I think the focus should definitely be on the people who we know are lying.
Yeah. So listen, we cover it. You're covering it right now. To me, it gives me a headache. because then I have to accept every new crazy thing that like, oh, Candace is like to Mitch Snow, was this person here? Yes. Was this person here? You give it to him and he's like the oracle. Here's the deal. I have people say it doesn't matter if he's a convicted con man. It doesn't matter if he lied about the hammer attack. It doesn't matter. We've got to believe him. He was at Huachuca. Well, no one ever said he wasn't at Huachuca. I just can't do it. I just can't. It's too. I can't buy into that.
Does Jimmy not understand how discrediting it is to bring on Mitch Snow? Like, if that's, I mean, you should be defending that. You should be defending, like, how the fuck you guys, well, I mean, not Jimmy specifically, but Candace has completely discredited the internet investigation by bringing on fucking con artists and just making shit up for views. That's the bigger story to me. But okay, yeah, I mean, somebody lied. Actually, I remember that, I forgot who it was, but it was a guy that Mitch claimed was at Fort Huachuca. And then he provided photos showing that where he was, and he was nowhere near Fort Huachuca at the time. And then all the internet sleuths poured over it, and they're like, oh, the magazines should have been changed out. It's the wrong magazine for that time. And then they went and did more research, and they realized, oh, actually, these are legit. He wasn't there. And yeah, we just forget about that, though. Forget about all the times she's been debunked and proven to be fucking wrong. Like, that's the problem here. The problem is that Candace Owens has spoiled everything when it comes to the internet investigation.
And I'm told, you must buy into this. And so I'm like, no, I'm not buying into that. So I'm bad. So great, I'm bad. I killed him for Israel. Netanyahu paid me $10 million. I killed Charlie Kirk. It's case solved. I mean, that's my only point is I just can't endorse this dude. I'm like, here he is, hammer attacking, arrested, convicted, not letting her leave of what he said she did in a podcast. This guy's a liar, and I'm bad. Fine. His wife attacked him with a hammer. She killed him with it. Fine. He's God. I agree. Bitch knows God. I give up. You people want to believe it? Great. It's all true. Just move on. Believe it. Everything else.
Okay. I mean, I don't think the investigation hinges on Mitch Snow's testimony. I just think that...
No, he's God. No. He's good. He's right. It's all true. I'm wrong. Okay. I'm done. That's it.
So basically, somebody just makes some shit up. That becomes the whole story. Oh, it doesn't rely... Do you not understand how terrible that is for you guys in your fucking investigation? You make everybody look like idiots. You discredit any actual conspiracy that's there to where people are just going to laugh at it now. But yeah, Alex is the problem, right? Alex is the problem. What the fuck are we talking about?
I just, that's it. I can't fix mental illness. I can't get people to see reality. It's a separate deal. Of course there's a cover-up of Kirk. I've been saying that. With real information, people don't want real information.
So you don't think that...
I have CIA...
You think there's a possibility that there was military intelligence involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination?
I mean, that could be. It just doesn't happen with 12 colonels the day before at Fort Huachuca.
Okay. I mean, the maroon T-shirt thing. There's so many crazy things that happen. They don't have anybody watching. The security team doesn't have anybody watching the roofs. They all get caught lying about what they were doing security-wise. That there was a drone, there isn't a drone.
That's because they're protecting me.
And it's just nuts, right? And so. It just seems like
And so TPUSA killed him, I agree. And they hired me to do it. So you win.
I mean, this doesn't sound like Alex Jones. That's what people are saying. It doesn't sound like...
Well, it doesn't sound like...
it doesn't sound like Alex, because he has to buy every conspiracy. If you come out with a conspiracy that's easily proven to be bullshit and you don't buy it, then that means Alex Jones is not Alex Jones anymore? That's just fucking stupid, Jimmy.
The TPUSA killed him. It's Alex Jones.
Okay. All right, buddy.
I mean, don't you understand? Like I'm done with it. I'm not debating it. You guys believe whatever you want. I'm not involved in it.
And you're done with it because, I mean, the biggest assassination in a generation happening live, and the federal government is covering it up. According to you, too, agree with that.
No one cares. No one cares about me breaking the Cash Patel order to cover up of accomplices. Nobody cares about the real stuff I put out. They just want to talk about stuff that isn't real. So I'm just like, enjoy yourselves. It's like the only way to not be insane is not engage in it.
Well, yeah, so you don't have to talk about that stuff. Why wouldn't you talk about the other stuff? Why wouldn't you have? I'm sure you have your own suspicions about the case.
He literally just did, Jimmy.
Anyway, I really don't want to get into a back and forth.
But it's, why don't you believe this other stupid shit that there's no evidence for? Oh,
you don't want to
So
talk
dumb.
about
Well,
it.
no. Here's the back and forth. I see every day without even looking. Alex Jones won't talk about the USS Liberty. Alex Jones won't talk about the private Federal Reserve. What are they talking about? I made films, talk about it all the time.
Yeah,
So
I don't-
it's this
I don't
weird
know.
thing.
I know you talk about that stuff. I mean, the information
Yeah,
the information you gave on 9/11 was unbelievable. I mean, that's the whole thing. You've been on a lot of stuff.
so maybe you should listen to him, Jimmy, and stop falling for fucking obvious bullshit from Candace Owens. But at this point, Jimmy's already stuck his neck out and sucked off Candace so hard. I don't think he can go back now.
And so that's why the people have questions. Anyway, you can, I've said this about a lot of people. You can cover what you want to cover. You can't cover everything. But it's just people would wish that you would follow through in a big way on
He
your.
did cover it, Jimmy. He covered the Egyptian planes, and like everybody that did that fucking researched it found out it was all fucking nonsense. He covered fucking Mitch Snow, found out that guy's full of shit. The maroon t-shirts, like, I mean, come on, dude. Oh, maroon is a military color. Yeah, every fucking color is a military color. Retards. For fuck's sake.
Suspicions and help everybody crack the case on who actually killed Charlie. That's all.
Well,
people
I mean, cracking the case isn't, giving hundreds of thousands of dollars in a GoFundMe to a known supercon.
Okay. I mean, okay. I mean, I wouldn't make that the focus, but
I would, yeah, don't make the focus all the lies, all the provable lies that are fucking discrediting everything. No, Jimmy, you should be like, yeah, that was wrong. And that was a fuck up. And it made us look stupid. And it should have never happened. But no, don't focus on that. Don't focus on all the obvious bullshit that's been put out there.
Well, they did, though. They said, hang your hat on Egyptian planes. Hang your hat on Mitch Snow. I went and spent a lot of time and said, this is bullshit. And then I'm involved. No, I'm not. And it's mental illness. So I'm like, listen, you guys knock yourselves out with your investigations. And you do it all day long. I've already said I think there was accomplices. I don't believe the official story. And I think Cash Patel's covering up, just like the Butler shooting and everything else, and the war and the whole deal. And I'm against it. And I think we're being lied to. And then I just go off stuff I can prove. That's it.
Not to kick a dead horse, but I just think that, I saw Noam Chomsky. He was asked, hey, who killed JFK? And he tried to dismiss it, saying that it doesn't matter. People get murdered. A lot of people get killed. Who cares? It doesn't matter if someone killed. It doesn't matter if it was a foreign country. It doesn't matter, which to me sounded like a deep state talking point. And so I just think that if you dismiss that,
Because what the fuck does that have to do with Alex? Alex has not said anything close to that. So are you trying to say Alex is like Noam Chomsky now, saying it doesn't matter? The fuck does that have anything to do with it, Jimmy? The more important thing here is you fell for some fucking retarded shit, and it's bad for your credibility, Jimmy. If you would just come out and be like, yeah, that shit was retarded. Some of it's worth listening to, like, we should, still listen to Candace and take her and investigate what she says. But yeah, I can't excuse the retarded shit. That should be your fucking response, Jimmy. What the fuck does Noam Chomsky have to do with this?
what it sounds like. So
no, you're not listening. You're not listening. That's a straw man.
No, he's not.
Okay,
Alex.
well, I'm not.
I've said probably 10 times the last 30 minutes.
Okay.
That I believe.
Jimmy's the only person I know that could quit smoking weed and still come across like a stoned retard, completely sober. Because I heard he quit smoking weed, but he seems like one of the. I mean, he seems like he just smoked like a fucking pound of weed and he's just completely retarded.
There's a cover up.
I still love Jimmy though, but I mean, I'm going to call him out. This is what you do when people are wrong.
No, I would talk to people that were in the meetings.
But it is important.
In the
it's
cabinet,
important?
and they ordered a cover-up of accomplices. Then I go run down leads, and when I say this isn't accurate, that's not accurate, it's to help everyone, so we cover the accurate stuff, then I get accused of being involved in a cover-up. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and then you get attacked by everybody. It happened to me as well. And it's like, well, I'm actually trying to help here by getting you back on the right path and not down these fucking bullshit fucking conspiracies that people are grifting off of to make money. And then you do that and it's like, oh, you must be taking the $7,000. Oh, how much did Netanyahu pay you? It's like, okay. Yeah, I'm done. That's why I stopped talking about it. It's like, there's no winning here. There's no winning. And I feel just like Alex, like, have fun. go, fill your time up with these crazy conspiracies that are not helpful and are just discrediting the entire investigation. And I'm done. I understand where Alex is coming from.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think it's important that we find out if a foreign country was involved, not only with JFK's assassination, but with Charlie Kirk's, because Charlie Kirk was credited with stopping Trump starting this war last June.
Yeah, but
John, why would I want to ban you, John? You're like the mascot of the show, John. You're not going to get banned. Relax, buddy.
Noam Chomsky, the Epstein acolyte that loves the island and can't wait to get back there. It's not me. I've always said investigate and there's a cover up.
Okay.
So I never said why we don't care about Epstein. We don't care. I mean, or we don't care. Like, Epstein acted alone. Oh, Crooks acted alone. Oh, the Kirk killer acted alone. No, I've been saying I'm the first to say there is a cover up.
Okay. All right. Well,
I am not going to say that, things that aren't true. I'm not going to say
that's okay.
Ice melts 30 degrees.
I think it's okay to disagree with people. I think that's healthy. I think we should disagree.
That's all I did. And I get people were so mad about the obvious cover up with TPUSA and the fiasco that anyone then asking my point is, just because people are doing bad and just because there's a cover up doesn't mean that we have to go crazy in a mob and lynch people.
Okay.
You understand the difference?
Yes, I think the most important thing now is to stop World War III. I hope someone smarter than me with more influence than me to do a protest. I think that's the only thing that could really, honest to God, this is the Western civilization. This is the whole world almost. That's definitely our economy is going to, because the petrodollar is going away because of this, right? And so if we don't have the petrodollar, the currency completely gets devalued, which wipes out people's retirements, wipes out their savings.
That's right. Trump is deliberately, or whether he knows it or not, wrecking our economy, and I think he finally figured it out, which is why he's put the brakes on. But let's play that Charlie Kirk clip I wanted to talk about earlier.
Put the brakes on, Alex. Well, I mean, this is what, a couple of days ago, right? So Alex, Trump has been hinting like, "Oh, it's over, it's over." But yeah, now we're sending fucking Marines. Okay, yeah, it sure is over, ain't it?
I'm talking to you. I've moved on from the Owens thing because I did so much investigation, it gave me a headache, and then I got mad I did it, and I was mainly just pissed that I was actually investigating, a bunch of rabbit holes that weren't real, and I figured it out. And I tried to say it's a rabbit hole, people got mad, so I just got pissed. So I want to go with what's real. What we do know is that, since you said this, but I've just moved on from it, I can play the clips, and nobody picked up on this but me, or I guess a few did. You now have Netanyahu and other Israeli firsters and Mark Levin saying, "You think you'll beat us, we'll take you out, we'll get you." They have made physical threats in their 8-front war saying, "We'll take this all the way." So I didn't want to say Israel was the main suspect, but a few months ago when they made all those threats, I did videos saying, no, I think Israel could be a suspect now because of these statements in the 8-front war, and I learned more about what Charlie was saying. Sorry, I wasn't super following Charlie Kirk. Then I started saying, no, this is real. But then they didn't care. They went, "Oh, you're trying to salvage yourself, Mossad agent, now that you blah, blah, blah." No, I don't know. People
Stop reading the comments, Alex.
all the time call and say, "Why aren't you covering this?" I didn't know about it. I'm not omnipresent. And so remember the clips, like all the Jewish lobby, like threatening people, "You better watch it. We'll get you. We'll take you out." When I saw that, I did reports. That's when I was finally done. And I said, okay, maybe Israel did kill Kirk. The Owens people attacked me more at that point. I was like, okay, I'm done. Like, I'm just like, this is cuckoo town. Does that make sense?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, nobody likes to be attacked. I get it.
Well, it's not that. It's like, I'll be attacked for something like, I don't want to go to war with Iran. Trump's wrong. It's clear cut. But when it's this weird, like, fever dream thing, you know what I mean? But by both sides.
So does
that make sense?
Let's. Can we watch that Kirk clip about Lindsey Graham? I love that clip.
Yeah. Here's the clip.
Let's do some updates about Israel and Iran and potentially the United States. On one side is the Lindsey Graham, John Bolton types, where they are actively calling for regime change. Here is Lindsey Graham. And this is just lunacy. This kind of analysis is not helpful. This kind of approach, this kind of argument, it has nothing to do with nuclear weapons at this point. This is now that we want to go all in and take out the regime. It's time for us to close the chapter on the Iranian Ayatollah and his henchmen and start a new chapter in the Middle East. And that's
so blackpilling that we fought so hard to get the Republican Party away from neocons and to start this America First MAGA movement within the Republican Party as an attempt to basically kill the neocons. And somehow the neocons are back running the fucking country again. Bro, a lot of people are not going to vote anymore. There's so many people are not. They're going to give up because it's like, yeah, I don't know, man. It's very sad for me.
Sounds good, doesn't it? But what have we learned when it comes to wars, and especially wars in the Middle East? What you draw up on a whiteboard rarely happens. What you think theoretically is going to occur, there might be unintended and unforeseen consequences, especially when you're talking about a country 2.5 times the size of Texas. It has 90 million people and was an ancient and great power with well over a dozen ethnic groups. You have underground Christians. You don't really have many Jews left in Persia, but also you have secular younger Persians. Who's going to run the country exactly, Lindsey Graham? This sounds like Hillary Rodham Clinton in Libya.
So I get it where people say he would have been against the regime change, right? And I'd hope so. But this is the same shit we heard from all of MAGA. We heard this from Trump. We heard this from J.D. Vance. This was MAGA's talking point, and they all went against, not all of them, but the power center of MAGA did. So, yeah, I would hope Charlie would have fucking... But can you imagine Charlie being like, that's it? Like me, like, oh, MAGA's kind of dead now. You just sold out the fucking MAGA. Could he pull off... Because a lot of these people, their whole... There's just too much riding on MAGA for them. Like, their whole image, their whole career is based around being MAGA. And can they flip and be like, okay, well, MAGA's dead, Trump killed it. Can they do that? I don't know. Could Charlie have done that? I don't know. We'll never know. But yeah, he's saying the right things here. So did Trump. Trump said all this. Trump was attacking Lindsey Graham the same fucking way. J.D. Vance was as well. And now they're all for it. So I don't know, man. I don't know. The thing is, he died. We'll never know now.
So I'm pointing to the first extreme right now, the neoconservative extreme. We must go take off the head of the snake right now. Play cut 285.
Be all in, President Trump, in helping Israel eliminate the nuclear threat. If we need to provide bombs to Israel, provide bombs. If we need to fly planes with Israel, do joint operations. But here's the bigger question. Wouldn't the world be better off if the Ayatollahs went away and replaced by something better? Wouldn't Iran be better off? It's time to close the chapter on the Iranian Ayatollah and his...
I know America would be better off if somebody by the name of Lindsey Graham would just go away. I'm not saying kill him or anything crazy like that, but we would be better off if you would fucking go away, Lindsey. Have you made enough money? Go retire on your yacht, you fucking... nobody makes me angry like Lindsey Graham, man.
All right, let's stop there. He goes on for like 5 more minutes just destroying him. So, yeah, that would give them a motive. And now the Israel lobby said, we'll take you out. You conservatives, you think you'll survive us? We'll take you out, said Mark Levin. So, yeah, okay, there you go. My point was...
I think at this point, I hate South Carolina more than California just because they keep electing this fucking piece of garbage.
Is that I had to wait to see all that to understand it. So I'll, understand and say that I think people that think that have a reasonable view, Jimmy Dore.
Yeah, I it's reasonable. It's most likely. There's no doubt. I mean, it's their MO. They're the king of false flags, Israel. They're the king of assassinations, and so it just makes sense. And to have Netanyahu come out and deny that they were involved in it twice, it sounds like methinks thou protest too much.
Is assassinating leaders even the right fucking strategy? For a longest time, like, it was kind of taboo to do that, right? Like, you wage a war, you didn't just go assassinate. Because what happens, it creates a power vacuum and more radical people replace them. Now the people that replaced the guy you assassinated are more radical, more willing to die, more willing to fight, and you have a leadership vacuum to where shit gets bad. I don't know, man. It's stupid. And I don't know if Trump really believed that what the narrative Israel was selling him, like, oh, if we just go and bomb the shit out of them and take out the mullahs and take out the Ayatollah, they'll fall. There'll be regime change. We don't have to do anything. Did he really fall for that? Is he that fucking naive?
It was obvious they were protesting too much. So I think there's a direct connection. If you like to hear my jokes about this, come see me in San Antonio, Albuquerque, Houston.
When's he going to be in San Antonio? March 26th? Maybe I should go visit Jimmy. Huh? At LOL. Oh, I can get into that one. Maybe I'll go. Oh, yeah. Sounds like a plan. Guess I know where I'll be March 26th. LOL's the local comedy club. I'm pretty tight with the dudes who run that. Actually, Davey's pretty tight. I bet you. We'll see. I'll probably go to the show. Why not? Why not?
Dallas, Salt Lake City.
Why not? We don't get all the fucking best through here. Most of the time, people go to Austin and just ignore San Antonio. Yeah, I don't know. I got this in here, but I think old Hassan got banned again.
Hassan says, enjoy PTSD. Why would you do this? Does he want to get banned?
15 years out from Iraq, eat my balls. Do you even have your balls remaining, or did a fucking IED explode them for you, dumbass? Shut the
Ooh. You shouldn't say that to our fucking troops, bro. You shouldn't say shit like that.
fuck up talking.
Even if you don't agree with the war, like, that's just fucked up.
About Islam. You are an infinitely bigger terrorist than any random Muslim ever could be. Shut your bitch ass up.
Do we want to look at the terrorist attacks that have happened in Europe and America? We don't want to take that to the bank, do we? We don't want to look this up. Let's just take his word.
It's a little wild how pro this war Asmongold is too. Like, he's fallen a little bit in my view. I still like him, but it's like, damn. It's kind of surprising the people that are just like fucking gung-ho about this shit.
Word for it.
Yeah. Go enjoy your PTSD, asshole. Fuck you.
Why would you say this? You knew Frogan got in trouble for that. Why would you say this?
I have no pity at all for any soldiers. I hope you get PTSD.
Aha! So this was all a plan to steal my oats.
Who's to say he had PTSD either? How much you want to bet he's going to be banned on Sunday again? I don't know, man.
Shut your bitch ass.
It's obvious that Islam has a problem with terrorism. Who am I getting this information from? Muslims. They're the ones that are worried about this in their own countries. This isn't like some kind of crazy, where is this opinion coming from? They think this.
Go enjoy your PTSD, asshole. You. Imagine having the audacity to be like, yeah, I went to Iraq, I went to Iraq, and it's actually Islam that's the biggest danger. You're a danger to your family.
He's a danger to his family? Wow, okay, I didn't know this. This is new.
And a danger to yourself.
Wow, he's getting really personal about this.
Lord, that's getting clipped, Lamont. I don't give a dude. If you go to Iraq and you learn that lesson, you realize that was wrong, you're welcome here. You come back from Iraq and you talk about how I hate Islam, then you didn't learn anything. You're goddamn cattle.
You didn't learn anything. He was supposed to go to Iraq to learn about Islam. I thought he was supposed to go to Iraq to try to do whatever the military's mission was there. Like, I'm pretty sure Iraq isn't like a high school. And what are we doing here?
Whatever, bitch. I'll start live streaming on YouTube tomorrow. Suck my dick. No, you're getting clipped.
I mean, to be fair, this is a pretty bad, it's a bad clip. It is. Like, I think everybody can acknowledge.
Is he too young to remember how they use the threat of terrorism to justify everything? It's like, what that was like, we need to scare the fuck out of Americans. You know, 9/11 legitimately scared people. And then for the next 10 years, it was just terrorism, 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 terrorism. It's like, it got so tiring, people stopped giving a fuck. And yeah, I guess, like I said last time, you just give it enough time and you can just rerun the same fucking game plan again on people and nobody remembers that you just did this 10 years ago. I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, I've talked about it plenty. You guys know how I feel about it. It's like, there's just still no need to be fucking involved. There's no need. We're creating more terrorists by going and bombing all their fucking countries, getting rid of all of the leadership, and creating a power vacuum for the more radical terrorists to actually take over government. So we're actually not fighting terrorism. We're creating terrorism.
Even he knows. Another clip of Hassan, of another streamer on Twitch wishing PTSD on another American veteran.
Bro, would you guys watch the show if I sat there like a pig shoveling fucking shit into my mouth the whole show? I was just like, who the fuck does that? Who wants to watch people eat? Nobody. Nobody.
The same people like Asmongold who...
So it is all about me, as usual. Okay, so yeah, I care about veterans. Of course I care about veterans. That's why I don't want to have our money go to Somalians, is so it can go to veterans.
Really? That's what we're doing?
Yeah.
If Twitch can apply this double standard. Literally
Yeah.
doesn't say a single damn thing about that, but then turns around and tries to ban me for this shit. Fuck
so,
this.
so he's preemptively getting mad at something that hasn't even happened. He's like pre-malding.
This platform, I will never come back here.
Why? Like, what? Oh,
See, the thing is, I don't agree with Hassan attacking veterans. You know, like that's fucking uncalled for. But as much as I hate Hassan, we probably agree with this bullshit about the war on terror just being bullshit, just being a grift. I don't know, man. Asman, I don't know. I thought he was smarter, but he's just falling right for it. I guess we got more Alex Jones. Breaking: Trump sends Marines to Iran to take over the Strait of Hormuz.
I've talked to a lot of military experts on air, off air, to take the...
By the way, guys, smash a thumbs up if you haven't. It's much appreciated. Links are in the description if you want to support the show. There's something I have noticed is like the more viewers I have watching, like the less I actually get support for the show. So, yeah, I appreciate it. Helps me do the show. If you guys want to become a member, all that good stuff.
Strait of Hormuz,
and the Discord as well.
And
if you want to join the Discord,
with what
it's in
Iran's
the
got,
description.
50,000 troops for the initial, hundreds of attack helicopters, drones, air
It is
cover,
crazy,
and we've
though.
got that. We've got the air cover, but
I swear to God, I make more money on shows with the smaller audience. So maybe I should just stop trying to get a big audience. Crazy.
50,000, because you're going to have to push back 10 miles at least. You look at the topography, it goes inland for a few miles and then hills and then mountains. Iran's encircled by mountains.
Yeah, it's not going to be
What do you
easy.
think's up in those mountains?
It's not going
They
to
have
be
been
easy.
fortifying it for decades. There's artillery. And yeah.
Why do you think Afghanistan was like impossible? Mountains. Iran's the same fucking thing, man.
Roll artillery out of a cave or they assemble it and they get...
It's gonna take a long fucking time. If you want to put boots on the ground and actually like, it's gonna be Afghanistan 2.0. Probably worse because yeah, they have more ability to fight and way more people than Afghanistan does.
10 shots off before a Predator drone drops a Hellfire on them. It doesn't matter. They just hit our troops. They just hit our ships. And they got thousands of artillery pieces there, reportedly. That's why Matt Bracken, great...
Does it say link invalid for Discord? Okay, I'll have to update it. That link is supposed to last forever, bro. Could somebody else check the link on the for the Discord and tell me if it says invalid? Because it's supposed to be a forever link.
Military historian said it'll be like Gallipoli in World War I. Look at that death trap right there. It's sheer cliff walls coming down thousands of feet to a tiny shoreline, honeycombed with booby traps and caves, and manned by suicidal killers.
Try that link. I'll update the
Trump
link in the
says
description.
last Sunday, the war's over, we're ending it. Iran says, no, you're not. We're not going to stop. Mine's the Strait of Hormuz. Israel says, we're not stopping. What did I say then will happen? Trump will now move the Marines with the expeditionary amphibious landing force, like the Coronado. They're little aircraft carriers that carry the attack helicopters and the amphibious landing craft, the big hovercraft. That is now sailing towards the Strait of Hormuz. Pentagon is moving additional Marines, warships in the Middle East. That just broke an hour ago. Now, if you think 5,000 Marines, as good as they are going to be able to take the other side of the Strait of Hormuz, which is the most honeycombed, intense military zone in Iran. And it's where their National Guard is based. And they have got, just like North Korea has the DMZ, wired with explosives everywhere, wired with mines, trapdoors with artillery, large and small, missiles by the thousands, small grenades by the hundreds of thousands, millions probably. I mean, this is walking into an absolute trap. I've talked to a lot of military experts on air, off air. To take the Strait of Hormuz and hold it with what Iran's got, 50,000 troops for the initial, hundreds of attack helicopters, drones, air cover, and we've got that. We've got the air cover, but not 50,000.
Well, that's why they're going to bring the draft. Yeah, there was some actual shit passed to make the draft to where you don't even have to sign up anymore. It's automatic. You get automatically entered into the draft when you turn 18. I remember I never signed. I mean, allegedly, I never signed up for the fucking draft when I turned 18. I was like, suck my dick. I did go to one of those little fucking things where they pay you money. It's like it was put on by Selective Services or a company representing them. And we sat in a room for like an hour and they talked about like ways they could get the kids to actually sign up, like how to motivate kids to sign up for the draft. And I think I made like $50 or $100 to sit through that. But yeah, I never signed up. Fuck
because
you.
You're going to have to push back 10 miles at least. You look at the topography, like pull the Strait of Hormuz, guys. I've looked at it. It goes inland for a few miles and then hills and then mountains. Iran's encircled by mountains. What do you think's up in those mountains? They have been fortifying it for decades. There's artillery. And yeah, they roll artillery out of a cave or they assemble it and they get 10 shots off before a Predator drone drops a Hellfire on them. It doesn't matter. They just hit our troops. They just hit our ships. And they got thousands of artillery pieces there, reportedly. The crazy North Koreans are reported to have 100,000 pieces of artillery on the DMZ. Look it up. The Iranians, thousands of artillery. That's why Matt Bracken, great military historian, said it'll be like Gallipoli in World War I.
My client says, I signed up for the draft at 18. Then they sent me letters for years telling me to sign up for the draft. I don't ever remember getting a letter for the draft, dude. They sent you letters to sign up for the draft? What year was that? I never got a letter. I never signed up, never got a letter. I just ignored it. I was like, I'm not gonna go fight your stupid fucking wars, bro. I mean, yeah, if we actually need to defend our homeland, yeah, I'll be ready to go. Whatever. Tell me where to go. Tell me what fucking cliff to sit on with my rifle, okay? But I ain't going to some fucking other third world fucking country across the world that I don't give a fuck about and fighting for these fucking globalist pieces of shit. Sorry.
Look at that death trap right there. It's sheer cliff walls coming down thousands of feet to a tiny shoreline, honeycombed with booby traps and caves, and manned by suicidal killers. Say what you want about the Iranians. They are tough. They are smart, and they are ready to die and ready to kill Marines and ready to kill the 82nd Airborne. And our guys are tough too. But feeding them into, we go back to the topography right there, folks. Have you ever seen such a death trap if you've studied military history and tactics? I mean, look at that. And all those islands are armed bases. Remember what we had to do in World War II? Losing tens upon tens upon tens of thousands of troops, sometimes tens of thousands per island, to secure the islands marching towards Japan in that naval march, as they called it. So how big is the 82nd Airborne? Give me a troop number on that.
I'm guessing if I was to play devil's advocate, they're thinking that they could essentially bomb the ever-living hell out of that area to where they have nothing left, and then you can take it. I don't know. I hope that's the case, because if we're gonna do it, I hope we're successful and we don't end up with a bunch of dead kids in Iran. Because they're Marines, but they're kids too. Like, to me, they're kids. They're 18, 19, 20, maybe early 20s.
At Andrew Wilson
They're children.
760 became a member. At Andrew Wilson 760
What's up, buddy?
celebrates 7 months of membership. A draft is a surefire way to make sure it finally hits the fan here. Once people start getting arrested for not going or forced to go, it will get bad.
I mean, to me, it's like, yeah, if we get to that level, obviously, we're back at a Vietnam type shit. It's going to be fucking, going to be terrible. But to me, for politically, for MAGA, yeah, like just the idea that they're saying, well, nothing's off the table. Every option's on the table when asked about the draft. And then they actually pass legislation to make it to where everybody gets registered for the selective service automatically when they turn 18. Like, that's kind of feels like they're preparing for the possibility of actually having a draft. And yeah, that's a good way to get support. That's a good way to get people to show up during the midterms, you fucking retards.
What's the total number, 82nd Airborne? And what percentage of the 82nd Airborne is combat unit? So you'll have that number, and 5,000 Marines are supposed to go take that. Sounds like Custer's last stand to me. And here's the problem. You can bomb for months those mountains. It's thousands of square miles.
At Cybertwitch super chatted $1.99. If Trump does a draft, I swear to God.
I mean, he's already fucking betrayed us like in the worst way possible, right? Like there's a lot of things that he could have fell back on where it would have been like, okay, whatever. This regime change in Iran, like this is the biggest betrayal he could fucking do. So, I mean, everything's on the table right now. I mean, he's Emperor Palpatine to me right now. He's like, he sold us a fucking bunch of bullshit and he's like a dark Sith behind the scenes. Fucking, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Everything's on the table now. Who knows what the fuck this dude's willing to do?
That you can put missiles and artillery in. Not to mention all the spider holes. I'm going to predict this right now. If Trump sends in the Marines and the Army, you're going to get dozens of helicopters shot down. You're going to get, I'd say thousands of troops are going to die. And we've gotten really good at not getting troops killed. And I don't know if America has stomach for this because up close, it won't matter how fancy our weapons are. All right, total force, 17,000, 18,000 paratroopers. And the question is, how many of those aren't in support? Let's just say it's 18,000. So 18,000 and 5,000 is 23,000 troops. The numbers I've gotten is at least 50,000. And again, you're going to have to put them.
Hey, Mikey, then it would be nice if Trump would say that, but that's not what Trump's administration's saying. Mikey says, automatic selective service registration doesn't start until December of this year, and there ain't going to be no draft. Stop worrying about a draft. That's crazy talk. Then why doesn't the administration say that? It'd be very easy for them to say, oh, of course there's not going to be a draft. We're not bringing back the draft. That's no way. We have enough troops. We can fight. They're not saying that, Mikey. I wish they would say what you just said because, yeah, that's what we want to hear. No, they're saying all options are on the table. We're not going to rule that out. And then at the same time, they're passing new legislation to make it easier to draft people. So whether or not it actually happens politically, it looks like they're thinking about it, and that's terrible politically.
Also, on top of the Iranians, you're going to have to take the ground. Go back to that graphic if we can, the topography. You're going to have to put them up on top. And the Iranians know that, so they're going to be waiting on the shore, in the hills, in the mountains, and on top and behind.
At Metal2JS420 super chatted $5. Stand your ground, ping. You will screw you in the algorithm anyway.
Yeah, I think once we lose the midterms and the Democrats get back in control, I will be banned off YouTube. I think a lot of people have gotten comfortable in the last few years, during Trump, where like they've backed off a little bit of the censoring. Like I can say retard and not get demonetized, all that stuff. It's like, oh, it's amazing. I think once the Democrats are back in, all of us we're gonna start getting nuked off again. So I don't know. Hopefully I'm wrong. And yeah, thank you for the 5. And yeah, the algorithm's always gonna screw me, bro. I don't know. Maybe it'll get better.
I've talked to folks about
Thank you for the super chat,
50,000. And how many targets is that here? Go back to that number again. 82nd Airborne Division, the Specialized Airborne Infantry Division, 6,500 active duty soldiers as a premier rapid deployment unit that maintains specialized parachute, qualified brigade combat teams of about 5,000 soldiers ready to deploy in 18 hours. Yeah, so the rapid reaction, the cream is 5,000. But let's just say they're going to put all 18,000 in and all the Marines. 23,000 soldiers to go in there. How many Marines took Iwo Jima? Look that up. And how many Marines died in Iwo Jima?
Mikey, do you know what decimate means, Mikey? Where the word decimate comes from? I see a lot of people saying decimate. Like when you decimated the enemy, it meant basically like after you took them over, like you would kill 1 out of 10. So basically you'd line up the enemy and 1 out of 10 would be executed. Am I wrong? That's like the word decimated comes from. Like the old Roman times or whatever. That's what I remember hearing.
Now, granted, they didn't have Apache
What happened to the audio?
helicopters. I'm just saying, look that up.
What happened to the fucking audio? Do you guys hear the audio? I don't.
And how many Marines?
See if it's just this. Yeah, what happened to the fucking audio, bro? Oh, somehow I muted the audio on my computer. That's weird.
Marines died in Iwo Jima. Now, granted, they didn't have Apache helicopters. I'm just saying, there'll be a lot of coffins. And I know I'll get comments, you're just a pussy. You. The people always doing that are Lindsey Graham types. Listen, if our country's actually threatened, we need to lose 500,000 troops. That's the way it is. You signed up for it. But not for something like this. No. Approximately 70,000 U.S. Marines as part of the total joint force. Around 110,000 troops landed on Iwo Jima during the Battle of Iwo Jima, which began February 19, 1945. The invasion involved the 3rd, 4th, 5th Marine Divisions, with over 30,000 Marines landing on the first day in the first wave. Let's see how many died. Let's show that flag, that famous iconic symbol of the flag being raised on Iwo Jima.
Yeah, so like what I heard.
How many Marines died?
And I think this was my dad told me this a long time ago. Like what it comes from is like after you defeat your enemy, basically like they'd go down, like every 10th soldier would get executed. And that was decimating the enemy. Like you'd go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boop, dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has a specific meaning, you know?
7,000 during the 36-day battle. So that's 7,000 more than we're going to send in. And again, our weapons work real good when we're up there at 60,000 feet. But up close, there'll be a lot of body bags. So, CIA declassified documents last week, Operation Artichoke to poison vaccine.
They keep going back. Oh, of course there's not going to be boots on the ground. Of course we're not going to do regime. Of course we're not. And then it's just like, what do you mean? This is where it's going. You're just gonna like do all this bombing and back out, and the fucking regime that you want to change is still there. And what was the point? What did you accomplish? They know that. Everybody's gonna go, you just spent all this money, we accomplished nothing. So yeah, I hope I'm wrong, but it looks like we're gonna end up with boots on the ground. Trump on unconditional surrender by Iran.
Still expect unconditional surrender, and what does that mean?
Well, to me, it means very simply that we are in a position of dominance that nobody's ever seen before. And whether or not they're able to say the words or whether or not they're able to even fight. Their Navy is gone, their Air Force is gone, most of their military is gone, their big threat is gone in every way. They have no radar, they have no anti-aircraft weapons, for the most part weapons, and for indefinitely they have no way of determining what they call visibility. So just about everything is gone, and you'll see that. But today we've had some very, very big hits, very powerful hits.
Yeah, they really went in hard today. We'll see, man. I'm sure they're going to be like, well, they have no ability to fight, so we're just going to go and take the land. We'll find out. Once the Marines start fucking trying to storm the beaches, we'll find out, man. I don't know. It just, to me, I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth sending our young soldiers to die. I don't think it's worth the cost to our economy. I mean, fuck, bro. I just don't understand how this helps average Americans, how this helps us. I don't think it does. I think it's going to make our life worse, and it's going to make us less safe in the long run.
The only people who support this war are those born between 1946 and 1964 who watch a lot of Fox News. That's it. I'm not attacking them. By the way, they're Americans. They're my equals as Americans. I love a lot of them. But their
thank you for 199, Blop Jones.
Perspective on the U.S. and the world is very different from everyone else's. Very, very different. And so they're not the ones who got Donald Trump elected, actually. The people who got Donald Trump elected are the people who hadn't voted for Republicans before or even voted at all before. And they're like Joe Rogan listeners, or people who use nicotine pouches. They're Hispanic voters. They're young black men. They're non-traditional Republican voters who voted for Trump because he promised not to keep doing the same thing. And one of the things he promised not to do again was to hand operational authority over to Benjamin Netanyahu, as other presidents have. We don't want any more of that. Why would
Hey, Jay Sledge, I updated the link in the description. Go click the link in the description. Tell me if it works.
we?
For
And
Discord.
we're not going to like make Mark Levin or Ben Shapiro, who have almost no organic support in the media world, like no one really watches them. We're not going to hand control of our foreign policy over to people like that who don't know anything and who don't have America's interests at heart or even in mind. So breaking faith with those people, those voters, the ones who actually got Trump elected and whose coalition promised a new day in American politics, that's a big deal. It's a betrayal on the level that I don't think people who aren't in those groups can understand. Like, this is heartbreaking. And by the way, a lot of those people really like Trump. They like his style. They think he's hilarious. He's brave. You know, he's just like, they like him. And to see this is, it's so wounding. It hurts. I've got a bunch who work for me. I'm related to some, they're all Trump voters. And I talked to them in the last 24 hours. Boy, they're upset.
Bro, I burned the fuck out of this thing. My trigger finger is fucking useless now. I'm not even going to be able to game, bro. I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to. I was so stupid. I was lighting the fucking candle and I just wasn't paying attention that my finger was literally in the flame for like 2 or 3 seconds. I've been just sitting here keeping my finger, and the water's not even cold anymore, so it's barely working. Sorry to sidetrack.
I hate Israel. That's not.
I'm in pain,
They're
guys.
starting to hate Israel. Why wouldn't they? Our relationship with Israel is hurting us gravely. It's getting Americans killed. So they're mad, but it's more than mad. I can't believe he did this to us. I feel just so depressed about it.
Yeah, I agree. Tucker's literally speaking for me right here, and for most of MAGA. Not all. Some MAGA, they're ride or die. Like, they're so afraid of the left that they're willing to go fucking full neocon to destroy the left. And it's like, they're both fucking terrible, bro. This is it's fucking terrible, dude. Fox News, Brian Kilmeade, are you thinking about taking Karg? How do you say Karg, right? Karg Island, where 90% of Iranian oil goes through. Well, they bombed the fuck out of it today.
Now here in 2026, you are president. Are you thinking about taking Karg Island, where 90% of the Iranian oil goes through? And what do you think about, do you remember that interview and that school of thought?
Yeah, but Brian, I can't answer a question like that. You should ask it. You shouldn't be even asking it.
He sounds so fucking terrible,
it's one of
bro.
so many different things. It's not high on the list.
Get some fucking sleep, dude. Maybe you wouldn't make these retarded decisions and fall for idiots like Lindsey Graham if you got some fucking proper sleep, Trump, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, but Brian, I can't answer a question like that. You should ask it. You shouldn't be even asking it. It's one of so many different things. It's not high on the list, but it's one of so many different things. And I can change my mind in seconds. But, if you had asked a question, who would answer?
Yeah, we got the Pete Hegseth, fucking the retarded Pete Hegseth coming up as well, Nerio.
Answer a question like that. You're asking me a question, Karg Island, okay, everything. Who would ask a question like that? And what fool would answer it, okay? Let's say I was going to do it, or let's say I wasn't going to do it. What would I tell you? Oh, yes, Brian, I'm thinking about doing it.
Because Brian is asking questions that the American people want answers to, Trump. You fucking idiot. Yeah, okay, I get it. You don't want to give away strategy. Then just say that. Say, look, I can't answer that question right. I know the American people really care about this, but because of tactical, surprise, we can't obviously say what we're going to do. Okay? Oh, why would you ask a question? Because the American people are sitting here going, what are you getting us into, Trump? What are you doing? You're doing the exact opposite of what we voted for you to do, and you're betraying your entire base. So yeah, we want answers to our questions. Okay, fuckhead?
Let me let you know what time and when it'll take place. It's not, it's sort of a foolish question. A little surprising for you because you're a smart man.
I am, but you were just pretty amazing that you thought about it in 1988. So.
Yeah, he sounds terrible, bro. I don't think if we had the 2016 Trump, I don't think this would be happening. I think this is directly related to he's just like mentally not as well, and he's much easier to be taken advantage of right now. Trump on when war with Iran will end.
I'm doing something about it, and I had to take an excursion. We had the greatest economy in history. We still do. Oh, this will bounce right back when it's over, and I don't think it's going to be long. When it's over, this is going to bounce right back so fast.
When are you going to know when it's over?
When I feel it.
Okay.
I feel it in my bones.
Will you ask anybody in particular? Would that be some of these a joint decision?
Well, I deal with people. I have great people.
Yeah, because last time we caused
I'm doing something.
massive amounts of inflation. Prices went down like overnight, right? No. Prices don't go down. They just keep going up. And this is going to cause more fucking price inflation. And people can't afford it, dude. People can't afford it, man. What a fucking idiot, dude. I can't believe this is what we're getting from Trump. It's so unbelievable, dude. It is. It really is. This is weird too. There's a lot of theories about this, but Besant was in an interview and then Trump calls him away and he comes back like he just saw a ghost or like, it's weird.
I listened to you on the...
The president wants you. Sorry, the president wants you right away.
Oh, okay. Okay. No problem at all. See you shortly, Mr. Secretary.
You can work that in.
Mr. Secretary, I have to say, it's a first, I'm sure a last as well, that an interviewee's been pulled away to go to the Situation Room. How was the president? Was he stressed?
No, the president is in great spirits. The Iranian mission is proceeding well ahead of schedule. And I have to tell you, Wolf, that I've a teenager who's considering military.
Bro, it sounds like they just had a gun to his fucking head. It sounds like they just pulled him away and put a gun to his head and was like threatening to kill him. Like this is like, he sounds like a fucking hostage. And then he's talking about how his son going to war is like, oh, I'd feel so comfortable with my son being in the military. He'd be taken good care of. Not my son. I don't have a son, but if I did, I wouldn't want him to go into the military.
Teenager who's considering military service.
Don't do it.
And I could give this team my highest compliment from President Trump to the head of the Joint Chiefs to the Secretary of War. I would say that I would trust my child's life in their hands.
That is so weird, bro. I don't know. Maybe we're just reading too much into it, but it seems like they took him. I don't know. Trump yelled at him or they threatened him. I don't know, dude. Fox News preconditioning America to boots on the ground. But even more cynically, I also believe this is preconditioning the public for the use of tactical nukes. Iran's nuclear materials are so deep in an impenetrable mountain, it would require boots on the ground. But to avoid boots on the ground, tactical nukes would be able to reach the depths that conventional bombs cannot reach. I would not be surprised if we get to that point as well.
The Israelis might have a different agenda, full-on regime change. And they won't stop going down the kill chain until they find a guy they like. That could take a while longer than President Trump has patience for. We might not get what we got in Venezuela, but as long as Iran's completely disarmed and can't threaten America.
If Iran was smart, they would stop announcing who their leaders are. They would just go quiet. They would appoint a leader, but they would not publicly, because what's happening is every time they appoint a leader, they get fucking assassinated, like immediately. So it'd be a good idea just to be like kind of have a shadow leader behind the scenes. I don't know.
And the Strait with missiles, drones, and nukes, the president will take the win. U.S. intelligence believe the Iranians squirreled away what's left of their uranium into what's known as Pickaxe Mountain, a nearly impenetrable bunker buried deep in granite where evil scientists have been working around the clock, cobbling back together a program that was obliterated during Operation Midnight Hammer. The bunker busters might not be able to do the trick. Reports say special forces might have to be inserted to physically shut it down on the ground. And we also have Karg Island, 15 miles off Iran's coast, their main export terminal, essentially the country's cash register. Karg's Iran's oil lifeline. If we seize it, it's over. That option remains on the table. Both sides waiting to see who blinks first. So far, the president said...
We'll see, man. They always say it's going to be over, and it never does. So, sorry if I doubt.
...says, in a way, we've already won.
Evil scientist, this is definitely that is definitely a smoker cough. Are you talking about Alex? Yeah, you're pretty behind on the stream, I imagine. What else we got here? Finally, someone literally cooking and poning utter gibberish boastings of Hexeth. You have said the U.S. military has aerial and naval superiority over Iran, yet we're not escorting ships through the Strait of Hormuz. How did you not plan for this?
Yeah, right here. You have said that the U.S. military has essentially aerial superiority, naval superiority over Iran, yet we're not escorting ships through the Strait of Hormuz. Why? How did you not plan for this?
We planned for it. We recognize it. Because
we don't want to get them shot. Because we don't want to put our fucking Navy at risk of having a ship sunk, but we want these private fucking shippers, we want them to put themselves at risk. I think they are now, like going to, I mean, we have to. Like, if we don't get the Strait of Hormuz open, it's going to get really bad. People are underplaying, like you realize a huge percentage of the oil in this world is not being moved around anymore. Like, you think that's not going to have a nasty effect on the price of oil?
Ultimately,
it's going to be bad.
We want to do it sequentially in a way that makes the most sense for what we want to achieve, and ensure that we're sending the right signals to the world when we do so. So when Chris Wright speaks or we speak, it's based on a full assessment of what we're up against, what we want to say to the world, how that we want them to see and understand the conflict. It's like this whole idea of the war widening. That's what the press wants to make it look like it's widening and chaos is ensuing.
It is.
We're actually closing in on grabbing hold of and controlling what objectives we want to achieve and how we want to achieve them. It's called shaping operations and setting the conditions. But when you shape the environment, you don't always tell. I mean, foolish political leaders and foolish military leaders of the past will hang an exact deadline on it. Or here's
Sorry, you will be considered one of those fools, Pete Hexeth. I'm not buying your bullshit.
Exactly when we'll do what we're going to do, or here's how long it's going to take us. And then if you meet that, maybe you meet it, but if you don't, you fail. And if you're far beyond, we know exactly what we're shaping and why. We're sending those signals working across the interagency. The Strait of Hormuz is something we've paid attention to from the beginning. And the American people can rest assured we will ensure that our interests are advanced.
Yeah, I saw you saying Hexeth is a master Freemason. I saw him doing the handshake with some soldier, and it was, the Freemason handshake. So I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy. I never liked him. I was like, why are we putting in a Fox News guy? The fuck is that? I don't know. Every time I look at his face, I just want to throw up.
No doubt.
It gets better, boys. Oh no, I fucking son of a bitch. I hit the X on accident. Here, let me get back into my bookmarks. Because that's not even the best clip from old Pete Hexeth today. Where's the other one? Where's old Petey? Did I fucking... Let's see. I know I have it in my bookmarks. If not, I'll have to search it. Where are you at, Pete? Here we go.
So I'll take it and chime in, Mr. Chairman, if you'd like it all. I want to emphasize what the chairman said about that. The only thing prohibiting transit in the straits right now is Iran shooting at shipping. It is open.
Everybody's been talking shit about that because it's so fucking dumb. Oh, it's open. The strait's open. The only problem is that Iran's shooting at ships. Yeah, so it's not open, is it? It's not open, is it, retard? With your stupid fucking tattoos.
Open for transit should Iran not do that. Now, there's a reason why we chose shipping. That's what the chairman said about that. The only thing prohibiting transit in the Straits right now is Iran shooting at shipping. It is open for transit should Iran not do that. Now, there's a reason why we chose, as one of our primary objectives, destroy the Navy. We understood the ability to interdict shipping is something Iran has done for 40 years. It's key terrain. They've used it as leverage. The world is seeing what they'll do to fight back in that context. And so we've heard them talk about taking various measures, and we're planning for all of them. So we have a plan for every option here. We're working with our interagency partners, and that's not a strait we're going to allow to remain contested or with a lack of flow of commercial goods. So we're aware of that. We're laser focused on our military objectives.
That should be number one military fucking objective, retard, is to keep the Strait of Hormuz open and keep. So what are we doing here? Every day that shit can't be used. It has massive ramifications for the world economy, not just ours. And we're not just talking about oil. We're talking about all kinds of goods. Like there's people already talking like, hey, the supply chain's already fucked. I'm having a hard time getting certain things. That should be number one fucking priority, bro. What are we waiting for?
But also,
we should have some big ass fucking battleships in there, like fucking on every little important part of Hormuz, just like waving and be like, "We got you, come on." That's fucking.
To make sure our partners across this government understand we're working with you to make sure that energy flows, and that's an important part. So I'll take it and chime.
Yeah, that's so fucking dumb. It is open. It's open. The only problem is Iran is shooting. So it's not open. If Iran is still shooting off missiles and attacking ships, it's not open, is it? You fucking idiot. I really hate that guy. So this is kind of funny. Iran and America are having a meme war. So while we're actually having a hot war, we're also having a meme war. So what we're going to do is we're going to play our little meme from the White House, and we're going to compare that to Iran's meme, and we're going to see who wins the meme war. Let's start with ours. Oh, was that the school with all the children? This is kind of a fucking bad look, bro. When you blew up a school and killed hundreds of schoolgirls, and then it's like, oh, let's make a meme of us blowing up and killing people. This is a bad look. And it's a fucking not even a good meme. Not even a good meme. Oh yeah, I forgot Nintendo doesn't let you play their shit. All right, so you get the idea of this stupid fucking meme, right? And that's what the thing is too, like they don't care about copyright, the White House. The White House does not give a fuck about copyright. So yeah, you get the idea. Stupid meme, terrible. Let's see Iran's meme. Breaking, Iranian media released anime-style footage set to depict the final moments of former Iranian Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei before his assassination. All right, so we saw the American meme. Now let's see the Iran meme. Let's see who's winning the meme war. Yeah, there's also, this music might be copyright claimed. So yeah, who cares? It's going to happen. What happens, happens. So far, I already think Iran's winning this war because this is kind of cinematic and cool, you know? have to agree with that. Somebody said people underestimate America might. It's crazy. Fantastic, Maggie. How you doing, Maggie? I have to agree. I think we overestimate it. Okay. Yes, we're the most powerful military in the world, but people underestimate how hard it is to conquer a country where people are fighting for their fucking survival. Okay. Did we underestimate it when we fought Al Qaeda for 20 years just to give Afghanistan back to Al Qaeda? Did we underestimate it when we went into Vietnam and we had to leave? We had to flee fucking Vietnam. Like, we can't. Our heart is really not in these fights, dude. The way our enemy is, because the enemy, it's do or die. Us, it's just another day, another war, just more bombing shit. See, I think we overestimate the abilities or what our military can accomplish. We think just because we have the biggest, most powerful military, like we can do anything, and it's been proven that's not the case. It's been proven multiple times.
How many is dead?
Well, now he's dead too.
Khamenei is back.
Nope, sorry. Excuse me. Yeah, he was back, but now he's dead. So I honestly, I have to give that's Iran wins that one, dude. I don't know. This is like a movie. Yeah, I think Iran wins this round of the meme wars, bro. Not looking good. Not looking good. I have to give this round to Iran. New Congress passes automatic involuntary draft registration amid Iran war, per Ron Paul Institute. Yeah, there's probably not going to be a draft. But people are going to look at this and they're going to be very pissed off. Excuse me, with the administration refusing to say no, there will be no draft, leaving open the possibility of it. And then at the same time, Congress passes automatic involuntary draft registration. So yeah, can you blame people for being worried that this could be coming back, especially if we decide to go all in on Iran? It's going to be very much like Vietnam. It's probably might even be worse than Vietnam. Darth Paul, so I'm rooting for Iran and CNN now. How far Rhino Trump has fallen. They're just dismantling Trump using his own fucking words. It's very easy. Yeah, you can just cherry pick a million times him saying the exact thing he's doing right now is stupid and he would never do it. And then here he is doing it. So yeah, let's watch this one.
President Trump makes decisions.
Just handing victories to the enemy every day.
President Trump makes decisions that are in the best interest of our country. President Trump does what he said he would do. He told the American people he'd secure the border. He did. He told them he'd cut taxes. He did.
He told
and
them
he
that
told
he
the
wouldn't
American
start any
people
new
he'd make
wars.
sure this regime didn't get nuclear capability, and he's making sure that is going to happen, that they do not get that capability in any way, shape, or form, because that would be, as Senator Graham said, what I think would be devastating for the price of oil and for all kinds of other reasons.
Bro, if Iran, I'm sorry, look, look, say whatever the fuck you want. In my humble opinion, if Iran got a nuke, that'd be it. We'd have some peace probably in that area because we'd stop fucking around. And Iran would feel probably secure and safe. And then all of a sudden, we'd probably be making deals with them. So if Iran had a nuke right now, this war would probably not be happening. The world would be a safer place. I don't know. Crazy idea, crazy theory. But, you know, I don't think it's that crazy.
That would be a bad outcome.
So you talked a little bit there about what the president said. I want to show you some of the things he said on the campaign trail and even before he ended up on the presidential campaign trail. Let's watch.
Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate.
We should have never been in Iraq. We have destabilized the Middle East.
We more and more are not wanting to be the policemen of the world.
This is what makes it so worse, is because you know he knows better. You know he knows better. So was he lying then? Or is he just fucking not mentally there and he's being fucking taken advantage of? I don't understand. He's definitely mentally degraded compared to then. Like, listen to him speak then. Look at him now. He's not the same guy. So I wonder if he's just an old man being taken advantage of now. Because it makes no sense. He knew better. He knew better.
Expel the warmongers from our national security.
Or maybe it was the attempted assassination. Maybe behind the scenes he got the memo like, hey, yeah, that was us. And yeah, maybe it's time for you to play ball if you don't want to next time, you know, take a chance that next time we won't miss. I don't know.
State, we're going to end these endless wars, endless wars.
They're drafting you to go and fight in some country that I've never heard. They said, he will start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars.
I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. How is that an example?
That's another possibility, Ryan. See that Israel has something on Trump. That's possible as well.
President Trump doing what he said he was going to do.
Casey, he tried to. Go listen to the interview Mark Levin had with Steve Witkoff. They tried to negotiate with Iran, with the largest state sponsor of terrorism. They were willing to sit down with him, try to figure this out, try to negotiate, and they could tell from those quote negotiations that Iran was committed to pursuing and getting a nuclear weapon, and they said there is no other alternative. Listen to that interview from the guy who was in the room with the people who run that country, or who did run that country. So that is why President Trump has done more than all the presidents combined. So, you know, Carter, Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, Biden, Obama, all the presidents combined in stopping. He's done more to stop Iran from getting this capability than all those other presidents combined.
I just don't buy into it. Oh, Iran's going to get a nuke and the whole world's going to be, they're just going to start nuking the world. No, it don't work that way. Iran's not going to get nukes and then start nuking people, because that would be the end of Iran's fucking existence, you retards. That's how nukes work. It's mutual assured destruction. It's why nukes have brought about more peace in this world than anything else. And Iran wants peace. They want to not be fucked with. And the way you achieve that is you get nukes. Okay? The idea that Iran is going to get nukes and they're just going to start nuking the world. Oh, they're going to commit suicide? They're going to commit suicide is what you're saying? Say what you want about Iran. They're not going to just start shooting nukes. It's a defense mechanism to where they can ensure some fucking country doesn't get a wild hair up their ass like us and decide to invade them.
And he is also doing what he said
But
on
is he
this.
not failing by his...
If Iran got a nuke, they would get 100 nukes. You really don't think sometimes, Pink. Okay, 100 nukes, one nuke. The point is, they're not going to... They're trying to make you think that Iran's going to get a nuke and just start nuking everybody. Iran's going to get a nuke and it's going to be the end of the world. Iran's going to just take the whole world out. No, it doesn't work that way, dude. That's not why people get nukes. But fall for the fear-mongering. Fall for it, please. North Korea's got a nuke now. How come they're not nuking the world like they said? Everybody's, oh, as soon as North Korea gets a nuke, that's it. Oh, the whole world's going to be unsafe. Actually, the world seems a little safer now, because now we're not worried about war with North Korea. North Korea feels safer. Are they a terrible fucking regime? Yeah, that's not my problem. I don't give a fuck about North Korea. There's tons of terrible fucking regimes. I care about the problems we face in this country. We elect our leaders to deal with our problems and not the problems of some fucking foreign country that doesn't have any effect on us. That's just the reality. Don't fall for the fear-mongering. Oh, they're going to nuke. The world's going to end as soon as they get a nuke. No, we had an agreement. Like, say what you want about Obama. They had an agreement not to build nukes, and then you tore that shit up. You tore it up. And our own fucking people were like, they're not working on a nuke. But I guess they got intel from Israel that was different from the intel of our own military. I don't know. But it's just the same fear-mongering propaganda bullshit that we dealt with Iraq and Afghanistan. And it's like, dude, stop falling for it. Stop. And this guy, I like Jim Jordan. But yeah, I guess, team first, right? Fuck the country, team first. Marjorie Taylor Greene. I think she's coming out looking really good at this point. She might be the future of MAGA. I don't think she's got what it takes, but like, she bailed on Trump at just the right time. I've been on the phone with some of the top America First conservative leaders. We are all in agreement. The admin and Republican Party is going in the wrong direction on key issues like the war, Epstein, and especially domestic issues, and has been completely hijacked by the Lindsey Graham, Mark Levine, and the neocon establishment Republicans we all voted against. You should have, you should have proofread this. It seems like the wording there's a little weird. The future of America belongs to us, the younger generations. You're not young, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Well, I mean, maybe compared to like Mitch McConnell, she's young. Okay. The future of America belongs to us, the younger generations, not the boomers in charge and their boomer donors. I and others have been doing our part to call out the wrongs and fight back. And a large percentage of Americans agree. But I can't impart on you all enough that the power to make change is on the outside. After 5 years of trying while in Congress, I can tell you firsthand, it's completely broken and controlled. An entire generation of elected leaders, their donors, and controlling interests have to be removed. And it's both sides. Well, this is what we wanted Trump for. And he joined the dark side, bro. He fucking went full Sith on us. He's got a red saber and everything, dude. The war is a disaster, and Coulter tells Jesse Kelly DC why she's mad at Trump right now.
Why are you mad at Trump right now?
I think this war is a disaster. Disaster. Utterly pointless. The three pillars of the Trump campaign, both in 2016 and 2020, that set him apart from every other Republican and every other Democrat. I mean, for the first time, this is the basket of issues I wanted to vote on. Number one, the wall, deport illegals, the whole immigration program. Number two, bring back manufacturing, the tariff stuff. I'm all in favor of that. Our working class in America has been absolutely wiped out. I don't think we need a lot of schlock from China. Why are we building?
Nuke is a bad idea. You realize why we haven't gone to war with Russia, right? You realize why there hasn't been a major war between two actual superpowers that have nukes, right? You realize nukes have created more peace in this world than anything else. That's what nukes do. They keep countries from going to war and getting their citizens killed because it's mutually assured destruction. I mean, it's common sense if you go understand the doctrine of how nukes have brought about peace in this fucking world. But no, it's different with Iran. They're going to get nukes and they're going to commit suicide with nukes. God, it's so hard to get through the propaganda, guys. It really is.
Them up. I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with labor unions, but solve the problem of labor unions. Don't just outsource everything we make, either by bringing them here to work cheap.
Yeah, and if Ukraine had a nuke ghetto, Russia wouldn't be fucking with them. Every country is sitting by on the sideline going, oh shit, so yeah, we definitely should have nukes, because this is what happens if you don't have nukes. You end up like Ukraine, you end up like Iran, you end up like Libya, like Syria, like Iraq, like Afghanistan. Boy, we better get some nukes real quick.
Or by having it done over there. And the third pillar was...
It's just basic strategy, guys. I don't understand what's so fucking hard to understand here.
No more pointless wars. And I mean, I think I'm in a good position to say this. There was no one more enthusiastic about both the Afghanistan and Iraq war when they began. It was, of course, right after 9/11, and the country didn't just have another 2 million illegals dumped on it. We weren't going through all of this transgender madness. We weren't quite as in hoc to China. So the country itself wasn't in nearly as much trouble. Oh my gosh, the crime right now. Think of the crime. The Democratic policy is just release criminals, release criminals. Those are issues that have an effect on Americans. That's making America first, cleaning up that stuff. Waging pointless wars around the world and being the world's policeman. How many times do we have to vote on this?
At Metal2JS420 super chatted $5. The wall-like project Gotham Palantir was an Obama-initiated agenda and contract.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that, Metal. I don't. Yeah, that's the first I've heard of that. I gotta look that up. Thank you for the $5, guys. Yeah, please, if you want to support the show, links are in the description. The thumbs up are looking good, boys. Thank you so much. Got a lot of thumbs up on this one. But yeah, if you haven't hit it yet, I mean, some more is not going to hurt. Links are in the description. If you want to support the show, join the Discord. It's very much appreciated, guys. Keeps me doing a show. From the fans support this show. I don't make basically nothing in ad revenue, so it's very much appreciated. Thank you, guys.
I mean, Trump was attacked
And yes, Ann Coulter looks good. How old is she?
for the things he said in 2016. Remember, he said, you know, Jeb's father lied us into war, and the Wall Street Journal and New York Post assured us.
Bro, this bitch is 64 years old. Yes, she is a vampire. She's a fucking vampire. Look, I wonder if it's plastic surgery. She's getting the facelifts. She's caking on the makeup. Whatever she's doing, she's pulling it off. This bitch is 64 years old. God bless you, Ann Coulter. And thank you for being against the war. Fucking patriotic American right here. Because it's patriotic to be against stupid wars that harm our fucking country and make our country less safe. That's patriotism. Patriotism is not supporting every stupid fucking war that serves no purpose for the American people. That's not patriotic. That's retarded.
That was going to kill him in South Carolina, biggest military state in the country, and that was in the South Carolina primary. And next day, primaries hold. Who wins? Huge majority. Donald Trump. We have voted on this over and over and over again. So now what? We've already had how many? 7 Americans die, not to mention 166 school children in our name for a war that does not make one American safer.
Thank you, Ann Coulter. She always says it how it is. You know, she don't play games. She don't fuck around. This is a crazy clip that went viral the other day. An Italian streamer in Japan said amiga in Spanish, meaning friend, to some fans. A passing black American thought he said the N-word and aggressively confronted him. You have 5 seconds to apologize before I slap you. The Italian had no idea what was going on. This is so fucking cringe to me. It's so fucking cringe. Like, can you guys grow a fucking backbone? It's a fucking word. Why do you think it's cool to be such a weak bitch that you get triggered by a word and you want to resort to violence over a fucking word? You realize that makes you weak, right? That doesn't make you a tough guy. That makes you weak. I don't know. It's time for the community, the African-American community who I love so much, to fucking rise above this petty bullshit. Okay? And if you don't want people using the word, maybe you should stop using it and making it popular and fucking all over the culture, because that leads to more people like white people who worship you, by the way. I don't know if you realize this, black people, a lot of white people worship you and love rap, and they're listening to you say it every 10 seconds, and it's like gets into their head, and then they say it. And then you guys act like they're racist when they actually worship your fucking culture. Grow the fuck up.
Oi, Japan, amiga. Abbiamo preso il palo, sia io che l'americano, regolare. Palo. Questa era da 7, sì, era da 7. Mio fratello.
Bufalino 420 ha donato 1 euro.
Oh, grazie per l'euro.
Intanto buonasera,
Buonasera.
Luca. Sono entrato adesso, come sta andando oggi?
Oggi
Vedo che
meglio.
la connessione regge perlomeno. È un buon inizio.
No, mi dissocio.
No. This guy's a football player. This guy, he's a wannabe. He's like one of those guys that goes to Europe to play football. He wasn't good enough to make it into the NFL. And yeah, what a bad look. It's so embarrassing, bro. He said amiga. He said friends. Okay? But any excuse to make something about race, they're gonna jump on it.
Bro, you, my friend,
Don't be
you.
saying my
no,
nigga,
no,
bro.
you, my friend.
No, I ain't no fan.
Oh.
I ain't no fan.
No, he said, you're my friend. He's telling him what he said. He said, I'm saying you. He seems drunk too, this guy.
Fan, bro. I ain't no fan. This
No,
gonna be my
wait.
street.
Okay.
That's not cool to say. Yeah, don't say my
Cazzo vuole lui? Ma che cazzo vuole lui? No.
Don't say my nigga. Say I'm sorry.
Ma you is my friend.
No. Say I'm sorry.
See, he's literally telling, amiga is your friend, is my friend. I don't know.
Don't say my nigga. Say I'm sorry.
Ma you is my friend. No.
My you is my friend. This guy barely speaks English. He probably is so confused as to what's going on right now. He's just like, this is like me in 5th grade. We've all had this shit where like all of a sudden you're accused of some racism. It happened in 5th grade on the school bus. I was sitting there daydreaming, not talking to anybody, not saying a fucking word. and this black girl, she was, 5th grade. She was young, but she was tall as fuck. Like she towered over me. She was like 6 feet tall, and I was like 4'6" or something. I don't know what I was in 5th grade. And I'm just sitting there on the bus, not talking to anybody. And all of a sudden, she accuses me of saying the N-word, of calling her the N-word. And everybody's like confused because like there are people next to me that know I haven't said anything for like the last 20 minutes. I've been sitting there staring out the window because we were on a bus trip. And then she wanted to fight me. We got back at school, and like the whole school, I think a lot of people have had that experience. And it's really, really fucking weird when it happens, you know? I feel for this guy.
No, say I'm sorry.
No, you're sorry.
No, you're sorry.
I'm sorry.
You're sorry,
sorry,
for saying my nigga, right?
No. This is what I don't like for band. This no good. This.
Right. You said my nigga.
No,
right?
no, mi dissocio. No.
What did you say over there?
You said I'm sorry, right?
Sorry.
You're sorry for saying my nigga, right?
I don't speak.
No,
okay,
you do speak. You said my nigga. I heard you say it.
No, mi
You got
dissocio.
5 seconds to apologize.
No,
Slap you open hand.
No, okay.
You
Right.
said sorry?
Where you
Say
going?
sorry.
Say I'm sorry for saying my nigga.
Sorry.
Say
Just
it.
say I'm sorry.
What you
I'm
gonna do?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
He said he's sorry. He
You
said he's
sorry?
It's no problem.
He said
Hey,
he's sorry.
I think queste parole no.
Alright, he said he's sorry.
Ooh, I should slap you
He said he's
anyway.
sorry.
boy.
Yeah, I just gotta be violent. Yeah. Oh, I'm so sad. I don't get to be violent.
He said he's sorry.
Ciao. Ma che cazzo vuole questo? Ma questo è sto scemo qua.
I hope that guy realizes he just seriously dodged a bullet.
Mi dissocio, ma che cazzo vuole? Che cazzo ha detto questo? Ma vaffanculo, va sto deficiente. Sto coglionazzo, va.
Yeah, that's just insane, man. I feel for him. It's like sometimes it feels like they want something like that to happen. They get a chance to play the victim card. And it happens so often. I mean, again, I tell you my story in 5th grade. It's like, what was her logic there? Like, I don't think anybody on the bus even said it. Like, nobody heard anybody say the N-word on the bus. And somehow she just out of nowhere decides to start accusing me of using the N-word. And it's like, what? I remember just being like a deer in headlights, not understand. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And then we were on the school, again, the school playground later when we, got back to school, and she's like, hey, you're not even worth it. She probably could have beat my ass. Because you know how it is in 5th grade. All the girls are bigger than the boys, And they take advantage. Man, I remember the middle school bitches were so fucking mean, dude. That period of time where like the women were bigger than the men or the boys, they sure take advantage of that shit, bro. They take advantage of it. It is weird, bro. It's so weird. I just like, dude, it's such a bad look too. Like, have a backbone, bro. Like to have a word that will just send you into a rage just from one word. Like that's a weakness. You should work on that. Dude. Let's get back to teaching our youth of all colors and races and creeds that sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words will never hurt me. Okay? Simple. Let's bring that back. Do we say that in school anymore? I bet you they don't. I bet you it's racist to say that, right? I bet you'll get suspended from school if your teacher goes up to you and goes, oh, you said something insensitive. You'd be like, well, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's right. You're suspended. Sending you home, writing a letter. You better write a fucking apology letter to the black community. It's like, I bet you would get suspended for saying some shit like that.
At Flatman Official super chatted $2. DJT and Alex have betrayed us.
I wouldn't say
they're backstats.
Donald Trump definitely has betrayed us. I don't think Alex has betrayed us. I think Alex is one of us who's been betrayed, and he's trying so hard to not give up on what, because you got to imagine, what was the point of Alex's suffering? What was the point of everything he went through? Like, he doesn't want to give up that Donald is still the better option, and there's still a lot of great things he's doing, and blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I don't think Alex has betrayed us, bro. I don't agree with that. Donald Trump, definitely. But I don't think Alex. But thank you for the flat man. Thank you, bro. Oh, excuse me. Shit, we already been here. I swear to God, these shows go by so fast. It feels like I've been here barely an hour, and it's already 2.5 hours. Is that? It's a sign it's a good show, right? When it goes by fast. But thank you guys. I appreciate you. We'll be back. We'll do some more shows this weekend. 9-ish, 10-ish. Join the Discord if you want to get notifications. for when I go live. That's the best way because you can't really depend on YouTube. Turn on the notification bell and all that. And hopefully you'll get a notification, but there's no guarantee. Join the Discord. The Discord, I do notify as soon as I schedule the stream. So there's no way to miss it if you're on Discord. And yeah, thank you guys for the support. I appreciate it. Links are in the description. If you do want to become a member, it's much appreciated. And we'll see you. I'll be back tomorrow night. We'll do some more shit. Maybe we'll do some gaming streams this weekend. I don't know. We'll have some fun. But appreciate you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Much love and stay safe out there. And whatever you do, don't get drafted. Let's try not to get drafted, all right? Take care, everybody. See you next time.
Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notified. Here's some other videos to watch that you might like or you might not. Have a great day, my internet friend. I hope I'll see you once again. Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notified. Have a great day, my internet friend. I hope I'll see you once again. Please subscribe and hit the like and ring that bell if you want notification.